It's so nice to be back in London, Ontario for this year's Tim Hortons Brier, the Canadian Men's Curling Championship.
They win a Canadian Men's Curling Championship. 4 championships, Kevin Kelly.
They are among the legends, each of the winning 4 Brier championships as a skip. Kevin Kelly and Brad Gushue now look for a record-breaking 5th, and in their way, while a former champion who's put together a team that knows how to win. Another champion who has hosted that tankard here in London. In addition, some of them who have been knocking on the door but have yet to break through. So the field is set, 18 teams, and all with that same dream. As the quest for the Brier tankard begins now. Well, with a winter storm warning outside, we come inside here at Budweiser Garden in London, and this is the calm before the storm. 10 days of a storm, which is the Tim Hortons Brier. As on this Friday night, we do say hello, Canada. Welcome to night 1. Kathy's here, Russ is here. So many of these players, of course, have been here before, but there are some who are going to make their debuts, and you know, they always say you remember your first.
You really do. For me, even though it was so long ago, in-turn draw around the center guard, steal against the great Jimmy Ursul. He was the legend. He was the favorite in that event. It's about their tradition, this event, nothing like it.
Like the Scotties, like Kamloops, there are 18 teams divided into 2 pools of 9. The key, 3 teams will get through. You want to be first to avoid a potential elimination game. Let's take a look at Pool A.
Well, you look at Matt Dunstone, the top team in the country all year. Kevin Kelly always finds a different gear at the Brier. But then you got a mush of teams. You got Reed Carruthers, who had to pick up another lead. Kelly Knapp, new on the scene. Darren Moulding didn't play much of the year. So it is really a who's going to get that 3rd spot.
And you could say, I think, the same thing about Pool B.
They really can. The 2 favorites for sure, no question about it. Botcher, Gushue. Botcher's had a great year, great team on paper. Gushue's Gushue. You just know he's going to be in there. Watch out for the next 3. Sturmey, McEwen, Aslan. They can knock somebody off this week.
All the games on the ice on this opening night are from Pool B. So let's take a look at the 4 games on the ice. Kathy will not look at all to sheet C, but you're going to watch the others for sure.
Yeah, maybe. For sure for Botcher. This is a team that we said on paper was the strongest team in the country. Has to prove it this week. Sturmey on sheet B. Well, that is a team that a lot of people are looking at this year. And finally, what will be an epic battle, I'm sure. Mike McEwen and his team of Brier veterans take on the Quebec Aslan team that can be very good.
So it is Gushue against BC. Let's talk a little bit about Gushue, Team Canada. They have not played a lot. Last competitive game 7 weeks ago.
Well, and Kerry Anderson took that approach going into the Scotties. A lot of rest. Brad says I had a lot of rest. I hope it doesn't mean a lot of rust. First 2 games are key for him.
So what do you do if you are his first timer in Gauthier? Do you take it easy? He's going to be a little nervous, you think?
Yeah, you're going to be nervous. Nothing you can do about that, but you have to recognize it, handle it, sit in the dressing room and say, wait a minute, the rings are in the same spot, the rocks are the same size, and I've won a World Junior too.
So here we go. It's here. The Tim Hortons Brier from London is coming up.
What better way to start the Brier? You know, welcome to the Brier. Before everybody knows the ice and the rocks, there's no better time than our first Brier game because it's guaranteed we'll remember it. Maybe we might want to forget it, but either way, we can't wait to get started.
It's certainly probably better for us than it is for him, but you know, if you're a rookie coming in, you probably want to play the top teams first because you don't get a chance to really adapt to the ice and get comfortable, and it's going to be a good battle, and certainly Jock and his team have a great future ahead of them.
The 2023 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Tim Hortons, proudly serving Canada's favorite coffee. By PointsBet Canada, the official sportsbook of Curling Canada. By Home Hardware, here's how. And by Scotties Facial Tissue, unleash the Scotties.
And as we come inside Budweiser Gardens to get us underway, Team Canada against British Columbia on this opening night of Tim Hortons Brier. Time to meet the teams now. It's brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's how. Team Canada and Brad Gushue from the Remax Center, St. John's Curling Club, skipped by Brad Gushue and backed up by Jeff Walker, E.J. Harnden, and Mark Nichols. British Columbia from the Victoria Curling Club, skipped by 24-year-old Jacques Gauthier, with Alex Horvath, Jason Kinder, and Sterling Middleton at third. Gushue will play red, and Gauthier plays yellow. And that little star beside the BC name means that Gauthier has in fact won the draw to the button, and he won it by some 25 centimeters. So this is a little interesting start to the game. It'll be curious to see how Jacques Gauthier approaches it, as right out in front, says Brad Gushue, put up the center guard to get us underway. This is Jeff Walker.
Well, this could be all gloves off for both teams. I don't think this talented team from BC, even though it's their first time here, they're going to be that intimidated. They're going to be nervous, because if you're not, you shouldn't be here. But the ice surface is absolutely perfect. Greg Owasco, head ice tech and team, and he can't find anything wrong with it. So even game one, I think you're going to see a lot of aggressive play.
Good judge. I didn't feel like I threw that very hard.
And he did say, Russ, because it is raining snow hard outside right now, that with all the moisture coming in, they saw that this is not a storm that was unexpected, that they shut the outside ducts off 2 days ago to stop the outside air from coming in, and put on the air conditioning units in the building. So the air in here will be circulated, and the outside shouldn't have an impact. He's expecting terrific ice.
Want to go to back 8? Yep. Full back 8. Yep. All right, Sterling, keep going. Okay, good. Good judge, guys.
And around they go, back 8. Let's take a look at the keys to the game. We'll start with Team Canada.
Well, pick your spots for Brad Gushue. He's been around long enough. He'd love to put pressure on this young team before they're ready, but he's got to be ready, as Kathy alluded to. They haven't played in a while. And benchmark. Mark Nichols is the benchmark for all the thirds in Canada. Everybody else has to measure themselves up against him. That could be the difference here.
Line's good. Yep. Line's good. Hard for line. Hard. Go. Hard for line. Hard. Line's good. You gotta keep going. Line's good. Mark. Keep going. Keep going, Mark. Line's good. Lock it on there. Line's perfect. Hard. Line's perfect. Right to it, Mark. Keep going. Keep going. Good shot.
And there is your benchmark with taking it right down. Let's take a look at the keys for BC.
Well, it's all about confidence, Vic. And as I said in the opening, they're world junior champions. Just remember that when you go out there, leave it all on the line. And you're really playing with house money when you think about it. You're not supposed to beat this great Gushue team. The longer this game stays close, the pressure shifts to Gushue.
Line's good. Line's good.
T-line.
Close line.
Yep.
Line only.
Yep.
Hard line.
Yep. Hard.
Hard line.
Right to it. Nice shot. Good boy.
Keys to the game brought to you by Scotty's Facial Tissue. Unleash the Scotties.
Very confident start by both these teams. No running it up and down for an end or two, and a little deep on the first BC come around, but everything's been perfect since then.
Line's good. Line's good.
Gotta go for weight.
Get it there. Hard for line.
Hard, Jeff.
Hard for line.
Make it, Jeff. Come on.
Hard,
Jeff. Hard, Jeff. Hard, Jeff.
E.J. Harnden, the 13 Canadian champion, and the 14 Olympic gold medal winner with Brad Jacobs. Now throwing second stones with Brett Gallant going west to join the Botcher side.
Yep. Like this. Other one.
It's hard to believe that he could lose a Brett Gallant and not miss a beat, but they have not missed a beat. Just a great guy off the ice too, and strong as an ox, and makes a ton of shots like that one.
Yeah, both those championships came out of the University of Alberta in 15 with Thomas Scoffin, who is on the ice here and playing with the team from Yukon. And the other one was with Karsten Sturme, who is here as a wild card.
Wait the line.
Remember, we saw one of his first appearances with the team was at the points bet in Fredericton. And EJ saying that he has to adjust his delivery style.
Real tight.
Now,
Real tight. Whoa, might be it.
nothing crazy, said
Don't want it in.
said Brad Gushue. He just has to get out to the brush where we want it, not play with the line as much as he may have done with Jacobs. Come a little bit more full to the broom.
Right, yeah, and there's two different styles. Most of these teams are blessed on playing ice like this that just curls so much. The default is wide. You can't start it earlier. You're going to look crazy out there. So I would think the Brad Jacobs team was trying to hit the broom, whereas the Gushue team's trying to err on the high side, and it gives them a little more wiggle room on some of the draws.
And the other thing he said, Russ, I'm talking about Brad Gushue, is that he doesn't expect EJ, who is the world champion, Olympic champion in his own right, to completely retool, but he said he has to get closer to the range so that Brad can put the broom in the right spot, and Brad can also get a read if he's throwing in the same spot.
Right.
Whoa. No. Whoa.
Oh, yes, yes,
Yep.
yes!
Yep.
Yes!
Attaboy.
Boy, wonderful to run it back and pick it off the face. Jason Ginter. And just like that, it's BC sitting one.
Gotta be a little louder.
That'll bring a
Surgical.
debut smile.
They're a bit late responding to Skipper's line call, and they just saved it at the end.
Hair high.
You can just play a clean pick. I like that. Leaves this frozen.
Okay.
There's still room to get in there, is there not, Russ?
Yeah, it's still an option, but it's getting so late in the end, and then this yellow one is not going to get removed if you play the draw. If you play the draw and you're not good, you're giving up a potential 2. So this is the safer of the two options. You won't see Brad take chances until he has to.
Yep. Hard.
So the benchmark.
Hard.
Mark
Go,
Nichols,
Jeff, hard.
right off the face. Pick it. There you go. Well, that'll set the mark for sure.
Absolutely. Great shot.
Easy. I think it'll go
pretty gradual.
Yep. Okay.
Enough rocks down here. Both teams threw a few down the middle warming up in practice and then worked the draw to the button paths. And there's been a few here, so you heard them say gradual. There won't be that sharp bite down the middle.
17, 18, 19. All of them with Tyler Tardy, who now throws the third stones for Kevin Cooey. Unlocks it and then spins away and leaves Team Canada shot rock back 4.
Big if any.
Yeah, unforced error there. Bit of adrenaline. That was flying.
A little bit.
No, sink it.
Okay.
Top 4.
Okay.
So you know your speed, draw the button, Mark. That's speed.
It's a little tighter line, but it should be good.
Basically 5 feet of ice given here, maybe a little more. That's a good surface.
Yep.
Talking to all the players before the game, there's even more curl to the corner.
Line's good. Top 8.
Go ahead.
Easy. Easy.
Line's good. Top 4. Line's
Top
good.
4. Top 4.
Easy.
Top 8. Okay, line's okay.
24.
Needs to curl a bit. Go. Needs to curl it though, guys. We're there. Stay with it, EJ. Top button. Top button. Go. Okay, good.
Throw, buddy. Great way.
Well, not unexpected to me, but 2 perfect shots. A bullet picking that BC rock sideways and then perfectly come around and exactly the right depth pick. If that's top 8, it's wide open.
So sitting the 2.
Yes.
Sterling Middleton.
Yes.
Run it back. Touch them both and spills them both. That's a nice makeup shot by Middleton. Leaves that guard, however, still in front, just off center line.
Great shot, though. Just got enough of it. Looked like it was going to over curl halfway down.
Yeah.
Draw the button speed.
You made up for the first one.
Nope, not in this spot. You're just a little tighter. So okay.
That's huge
Mark's
for
withdraw the button
a
speed.
rookie's confidence,
So it
Vic.
still feels quick, eh? Yeah.
You missed the first, maybe a half shot in your second.
Frosty to start early, wasn't it?
Same, yeah. It's yeah.
A year ago in the round robin, he had the hammer 7 times. Only once did he not, Brad Gushue.
EJ.
T still.
EJ.
Keep going.
Try. It's going. It's going.
Keep going. Keep going. Line's getting better. Still T. You gotta go.
14-9.
It's gotta sit. It's gotta
Let
sit.
it try to stop.
Sit. Sit.
Great.
Yeah, just kind of like top button on its own kind of thing. Okay.
So he has room to get in here. Jacques Gauthier in his debut.
Yeah. What is that, dead tee?
Dead tee.
Trying to move it a rock?
Not even.
Okay.
Like a couple inches.
Freeze shot.
It's very close, freezing shot.
Okay.
A dream come true for Jacques and Kathy. A dream come true for you two.
It is. I am just so welling up with pride at just this moment, the opportunity. All of these guys have worked so very hard, and he has spent a lot of time on planes, trains, and automobiles this year. But this is a really special moment.
Line's good.
Oh, good.
He has room.
Where's the weight?
Oh, good, boys.
Lots of room.
Line's good.
Top 14.
Fair
T-line. Switch.
Alex is rocks.
Alex, hit it.
We're to it.
That's Horvath on the right. Ginter on the left. It's Alex's rock to help it over.
Hard, guys. Hard, Alex.
Boy, he could take this end right here.
Great
Look
shot.
at that. Wonderful shot. Imagine that. Your first stone in the Brier.
Yeah, we're shot.
Good sweep, boys.
Against the defending champion, 4-time champion, gold medalist. That's impressive. It really is. The guys knew where that was going too. It was thrown well, but they knew exactly where that was going.
That actually moved the ball. Like it looked T-line all there.
I don't want to move that 5. It makes his draw easier. Right? Like even if I'm there.
Yep. Okay.
I think just maybe an inch or 2 more, Mark.
Did you say an inch or 2 less? Brad? Less?
No, more. Like frozen, I do not want to move our red.
Yeah.
We move our red, we make his draw for 2 easier, but we got to be in there enough where he can't play the out turn tap, you know what I mean? So ideally frozen.
Yeah.
You can get it frozen a little high.
Yeah.
So trying to hold him to 1.
So I'm going to give you 4 feet less here and let you work it. Yeah.
Short's the audible here because the out turn, they haven't played it, and where do you draw to?
Just top 4.
Go ahead. A little light. Hard. Hard.
Yep.
Hard.
Yep.
Hard. It's curling early. Hard. Top 12.
Top 12.
Hard. Tight. Hard. Tight. Hard.
Keep going.
Walker and
Keep going,
Harnden.
guys. Hard.
Oh, this is going to be a big drag if they can even get it by, and they don't.
Okay.
Better to let it wreck, actually, and takes a little bit of the line away from Jacques' next one here.
We can't really hurt ourselves now, right? Just
you're
like
right.
back line.
Yeah. This looks easier to me.
I agree with you. Okay, just back line.
Mm-hmm.
How's that look?
I'm thinking a little minimum on this side.
Very fortunate Gushue
It's
ticked
gonna
on
be-
that
it's gonna
top
be
one,
late.
Vic. If
Okay.
it gets by, it buries,
Yeah, I
and
think
then Jacques can play the same shot he just threw, 6 inches heavier,
Yeah.
and tap that red.
That should be close.
This is a educated guess on this side.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe a little stiff here, like.
I don't think anything
I don't
crazy.
think it's going to be.
No, I think 2 feet.
How do we like the weight? The weight is just back line.
Okay.
It looks real close for a broom.
It's so tough because
All right, boys, let's
your
go.
rock's going to gear off when it hits, and you can't see much of it. If you hit a quarter of it, you're going to roll a long way, and the red one won't. So he's got to get really close to his own.
As he said, the ice may be a little stiff here. Just hasn't been played, but an opportunity. If you can play that quiet tap, you might get yourself a couple. Right now it is BC sitting one.
Whoa! Yep! Yep! Yes!
Wait's good, back line.
Forward!
Big scrub.
Whoa! Whoa!
Horvath. Watch it now. Don't move that too far. You may pay a price. Oh, and one it is.
Came off. It's fine.
Yeah.
One yellow.
Trying for two. Nearly cost them. Debut at the Brier for BC and Gauthier. It's the opening night of the Tim Hortons Brier. From London, the 94th Canadian Men's Curling Championship. The first held back in 1927 and played every year except the war years of 43, 44, and 45. So BC has their early lead. And now it's Team Canada. And Brad Gushue from the Remax Center, St. John's Curling Club with Last Rock, playing the Redstones here in two.
Brilliant start for this young team from British Columbia. Jacques' last one was virtually unmakeable.
Whoa! Mark, go! What's the rule?
Oh, this is close.
Good.
Better than close.
Yeah.
Maybe showing on that wide side a little bit, that wide intern side.
If you're going to leave a side sticking out like this is the way to do it. Start of the game, fresh pebble here. If BC tries too hard to make this, ticks that red one, it's in the rings.
You like board or easy? I like board.
A little sticky out here, I think.
Yeah, this is gonna curl.
Give you a good board?
Yeah, good board.
Sure.
I love the weight call to make the desired shot, but it's dangerous if it ticks. So it'll be such soft weight, it'll kick that Gushue stone into play.
Got a hair down.
Little light.
Yep.
It's close.
Squeeze.
Good weight.
Yep.
Yep.
Squeeze.
Good weight.
Squeeze.
Whoa.
Alex. Keep going, Alex. Keep going. I got the red. Attaboy.
Good. Shot.
Very nice. Just enough to do the job and still hang it on the edge.
That's just incredible. That's a veteran shot. That really is. Called for the right, got the right speed out of the thrower. Kept it away from the guard and somehow got enough curl because of the perfect weight to hang on the corner.
Whoa! T-line! Back 4. Back 8.
Talked to Darren Moulding before the game started, and
Back 8.
him being a world-class ice maker himself, I asked him his opinion, and he said there's going to be a lot of high percentages.
I don't think you're getting it over there. It's just a bullet.
Darren Moulding, of course,
Okay, Jay.
formerly of Team Botcher out of Alberta, then spent last season with James Grattan out of New Brunswick and Oromuckto, and now playing with Northern Ontario and the Northern Ontario champions.
I wondered, James didn't win. I thought, what's Vic going to do? he has to get that in.
It's just, and
you did.
I work it, I massage it a little bit.
Whoa. Good. Attaboy.
Interesting play there, Vic. They could have BC split the rings and tried to force.
Room leg.
Line's good. Play the
Right
weight.
there. Weight's good.
Yep.
Bottom of the cup.
Yep.
Weight's good.
Bottom of the cup. We're there. Whoa. No deeper than this. Whoa. Okay. Good weight.
So help me out here, Russ. You are, to my mind, you could have brought the play into the rings, tried to maybe freeze. they've elected to put up a corner.
Yeah, well, BC kind of tipped their hand on the last one. BC hit the last corner, so Brad's guessing they're going to hit this one. So why not? Because the only thing that can go wrong for BC is if they stuff one of these, and then Brad's got a corner to work. Yeah, like this.
Yep. Oh, the lights didn't go off. Okay. What? The lights didn't go off at all.
So the electronic handles.
Where's that?
So
right
Kathy,
on the
let's
tee line.
get our first update from you. And it's Sheet B, New Brunswick against Wildcard 3. And that's Karsten Sturmey from St. Albert.
And it's a very unique situation. I don't think I've ever seen it. They got down to third stones, and then all of a sudden all the rocks were kicked back. And what happened was that there was a miscalculation when the distances were put into the app that records draw to the button. And because there was a 0.4 centimeter difference in the totals, the mistake was made and the hammer was given to the wrong team. And when they realized it had official, Brent Waldorf came out, they brought all the stones back. This is the second time they're playing this end. Last time Jeremy Millay was laying shot. This time he just gave up a steal of 2.
New Brunswick champions from Curl Moncton. And Jeremy Millay in his second Brier. Team is skipped by Scott Jones, but Millay throws the fourth stones.
What way you like? Easy or control?
It's a debut for all 4 members of that Sturmey team.
Curl much going to the wing, guys. Just with it curling so much to the center.
Not sure he's correct on that. It is curling a lot to the center, so you assume it won't curl as much, but it actually in practice was curling more.
Waist close. Yep. Please.
Waist good.
Please.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah. Please. Yep. Whoa. J. Great shot.
Wow, leaves it right on the corner, and it appears to be the shot stone. Goodness.
I can't remember, count on one hand in the years I've watched curling how well curled these first 2 ends are. Credit to the Greg Owasco and team, because both these teams are feeling it. Perfect freeze by Gushue, Mark himself, and then to jam that other and get shot rock and frozen is pretty impressive. That curled hard.
T-line weight.
Back 4.
Back 4. Give you 3 feet more?
Yep. Yeah, 4. 4's fine.
Nice shot.
It's good. It's good. Back 4. Clean.
Clean.
Whoa. Back 4. Like to go soon.
Clean.
Yeah. Back button.
Hard, guys. Yes. Hard.
Just
You gotta
behind
go.
T. Gotta go for 8.
Hard. Yep. Hard.
Hard. We're just. Oh, we're light. Whoa. We're light. Okay.
The over curl unlocks it, however. That corner freeze. All right, Kathy, let's go over and check in on the rebuilt Brendan Botcher team. They are wild card 1 out of the Glencoe as they play Prince Edward Island. And Tyler Smith from the Crapo Community Curling Club, PEI.
Well, Tyler faced 2 on his final stone. He hit and he still is around, but he's biting and is not shot. And so that allows the draw for Brendan Botcher. Needs about half of his stone in the 12-foot.
Line's good. The line's good.
Now with Mark Kennedy at third, Brett Gallant at second, Ben Hebert at lead. A year ago, they were 42% on their hammer efficiency to score 2 or more with last rock. So good start for them.
Excellent. Good. 14.5, Mark.
Just a hair light for Mark Nichols' tap back to release the yellow-red combo, thus over curled.
Line's good. T line. Gotta be T.
Hard, guys. Hard, Jake.
Line's good.
Hard, Jake.
Wait only, guys.
Hard, Jake. Hard, Jake. Hard,
T line is what they're looking for.
15-5. Go ahead.
Keep going, Jake. Dig. Keep going.
Good. Good. Nice sweep.
Good. It's a great sweep. Good boy.
Less than your first last time.
Oh, yeah.
Trialize second.
Well, even Mike McEwen admits it's a little different for him to give up the Buffalo to put on the Trillium of Ontario, but he is the import. He is the Ontario champion out of the Royal Canadian Curling Club with Ryan Fry, Brent Lang, and Joey Hart.
Well, Mike has an opportunity for 2 in this first end. He was split the house most of the end. Felix Aslan hit and stuck, and that is the shot stone that he's chasing.
Good. Just a little
There's your
less
two.
weight then.
And they subsequently have blanked the second.
Just slightly. Yeah, just a hair down more than anything. Like just a...
The other option, we could trade hits and just take her one, but I like this. He threw this right on the nose. Yeah. He's got to make a precise draw or take on that double.
Yeah, he threw the quiet one out here. It didn't go crazy.
What's that?
The one he threw out here didn't go crazy.
Interesting call, Vic. You hit the open one is what most teams would do. Jock's going to hit it, and you're forced to a single. They're going to try to play yellow, red, kick that yellow out of there, try to save the 2 Canadian stones. And then BC's got a decision to make. Do they play the double, or do they draw for 2 somewhere?
Hard! Hard!
That's what you look to be around 50% in any bonspiel. Angle it back, got it, move it. Ooh, and they couldn't save the high one.
This is gone.
Actually overbrushed it. Just a guess out there.
Ah, shoot. Try.
A little more curl, that red might have hung around.
Oh, that's okay. I
did that other one real thin.
Yeah. Yeah. We can hit close to half or off and we're fine. Okay. Back at the end.
Now you can roll to the thick side of the rings, but you can also get that saber on the high side if they hit it on the side of where Sterling's broom is.
So big.
Good weight.
Easy. Whoa. Big. Whoa.
Queen.
Whoa.
Queen.
No. Good.
Just like that?
Just like that.
Cheapers.
Yeah.
Board or normal? Or
board? Never doubt.
Never doubt. Like, come on. Never doubt. Never doubt.
Well, we know where that confidence comes from, eh, Kathy?
Good. Never doubt. How was that?
Gee whiz. It's like you're on the ice, for gosh sake.
It's one of those ones like the catcher was there, but if you tried too hard.
No, even that. Like, even that.
It's so subtle. Such a finesse.
Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. And look at the smile. And look at the money. Hey, Kathy?
Yeah.
You better smile after a shot like that. You paid a lot of money for those.
Those are $6,000 teeth. Every parent that has put braces on their children is knowing exactly what I speak about.
So the hit against a couple to even it up on this opening night at the Brier. It's a good one. Team Canada against the rookie, BC. It's just the first night of the Tim Hortons Brier. And we are in London as it hosts its third ever Canadian Men's Championship. Hec Gervais won in 74. Jeff Stoughton won in 2011. And Reed Carruthers is here, skipping a wild card team out of Manitoba. So looking to repeat here in London. Our feature tonight, Team Canada, Brad Gushue, playing British Columbia, and Jacques Gauthier from the Victoria Curling Club. Last time BC won a championship, we're going to scratch the scab again here on Russ, was Greg McCauley back in 2000, and Greg actually was at the in Kamloops and dropped by the booth to say hello.
And a member of his team, Brian Mickey, is in fact the coach of this team.
That's right.
Brings a lot of knowledge.
Yeah, they won the World Championship that year.
He doesn't speak highly of you. I'm kidding, he does. Absolutely
No,
does.
Greg's a great guy. For 1 week, he was a bit of a... but he's a great guy.
Back four. Back button. Whoa, close. It's coming down.
The thing you love
Still
and what
back
I've
button. Yeah, good.
maybe most appreciate
There.
about this.
Go.
I haven't seen
Girl,
Greg in a long
girl,
time,
girl.
but I saw Greg and
Splitting teeth.
boy, the memories all came flooding back.
Whoa,
It's
whoa,
just
whoa,
like
whoa, whoa,
it was like yesterday.
Yeah.
How are you?
Yeah, that's true, eh?
Talked a little cars and
Speed's nice. Throw it well.
so PC with last rock here in 3. Jason Ginter.
Center guard for Canada was quite a bit off the center line. Most of the teams are ignoring him now. BC did the same. They went around perfect top 8. Then when Canada angle froze, there's a staggered situation there that's helping whoever gets in there first. And Team Canada's got one in there pretty good. Not much rotation on this thing.
They can got room though if they can sneak it by this stagger.
Little bounce. 50 here. Yep.
Yeah, a little bounce. Try to unlock it. Oh no, it isn't.
Yeah. Okay, bud.
They did unlock that one on the corner, so maybe it can be run back by BC.
No rotation there.
I think Knowles lets him off the hook a little. He plays the double then and rolls, and then this is wide open.
I agree.
Well,
I think right.
that's my concern there.
You got to be top 8, I think, if you do that.
He can make that tap, but ours is in the way. Like,
Oh, what's...
He could go right here.
yeah.
I don't hate that.
Yeah, what does he do on this side?
He's either got to clean it up or he's got to come here.
He's got 2 shots, right? Like,
Yeah.
he's if he draws and he doesn't make it, then
Well,
he's not
that's why
scoring, right?
I'd love to force him into it. I don't think he plays it. I think he cleans it
Do you
up
ever
a bit.
think he tries ours in to mess that up at all?
Oh, yeah, he will. But it's ours coming in.
Yeah. Okay.
Well thought out. The in-turn draw is really tough for BC. They've got that out-turn yellow they can tap up, so they're going to take that away for now.
Halfway to a broom one.
I don't get a curl, too.
Yeah,
right?
I don't think you need to throw any more. I think it's good. Broom length?
Yeah. Halfway to a little tighter.
Okay.
Look how far out they're going, Vic.
Well, even in our little chat with Greg Owasco,
tight,
Kathy,
real
he
tight.
said middle of the 12 foot to get to
Mark.
the pin, right?
Yes, he did.
We're top 12, top 8. Whoa, don't want it there. Top.
It's coming
This
down.
is
Down.
Real tight.
pretty close to that yellow one.
Curl, Jeff. Curl.
Keep going.
Hard. Curl.
Keep going.
Hard. One out. Whoa.
Okay.
One out. Whoa.
Okay.
Okay.
So is he taking that raise away?
Yeah, he did. I didn't want it that tight, but it curled to a spot. I don't think BC can hit it with any speed. They might be able to sliver the guard and get the red-red combo. No.
Where is it? How thick?
2/3. 3/4-ish.
3/4? Yep. You want this to back up a little bit. Throw it well.
Have to be a little concerned because it's Canada's color coming back.
Yeah, for sure, but they don't really have a choice. It's early enough in the end.
Whoa. Sterling.
Okay.
I was going to kill a couple of BC stones on the way through.
Not good.
And then leaves the stone out in front, covering the edge of the 8.
All right.
These ends, they can sneak up on you quickly, you know, with a couple of well-placed rocks by the other team. But that yellow behind the tee line is what started it all. If you're going to miss the right way.
Great weight.
Good.
Top
Mark
button.
Nichols.
Okay. Clean. Broom. Whoa.
Clean. Top button.
Whoa.
I don't think it's heavy.
Line's good.
Right on top, huh?
Line's okay. Line's good. Freeze it, guys. Gotta go.
There you go, right to it.
Line's perfect.
Right to it.
Line's perfect. Curl.
Here they go, E.J. Harden. Jeff Walker right to it. Freeze it, fellas. Put it right down on top. Walker two-way. And a little pat in the back.
Great job, buddy. Tribute.
It's like Mark Nichols senses the moment. Brad, you know, I was lucky enough to play with both those guys. They're really good. But when they get that chance, they're a little bit better. And that's exactly, they're pouncing on this young team now. That if that's open, Vic, there's a double to sit 2 yellow. They took a chance by trying to sink that.
Yep. Whoa.
Sterling Middleton.
Whoa. Whoa. Okay, that's a good shot. Good shot.
Gets the top one, rolls it over, sits just outside of the rings. Doesn't quite get under their corner. But it is Team Canada sitting 2 without last rock.
And still a lot of work. Good shot there, but still a lot of work. You hit that top red, get it out. The back one automatically stays. And Brad's going to guard it. So they need either a missed guard or a run double.
Kathy, I was watching these two, and Harnden and Walker, and the way they were urging themselves and urging each other, I thought immediately of Burchard and Harris of our Canadian champions.
Just really great support. It's a great network in the front end, or the two sweepers just trying to cheer each other on. It's amazing how it, even with a team as experienced as this Gushue team is, you still need that extra support from your brushmate.
Just off the center line, did they leave him some room?
Sorry.
I don't think so. You can't get through that outturned port. They could get it on this insert side with a little bit of speed here, maybe a back 4, back 8.
A little on this side.
If you can get the perfect angle here, they can rearrange the furniture enough that the skipper might have a chance.
Well, McEwen, we saw Ontario get 2 in the first. They blanked the second. Final stone coming up here in 3. And this is Felix Asselin from Quebec.
Well, Felix and his team have been chasing all end. He tried to run back on his first, missed it, and that allowed Mike McEwen to draw in. It just curled more. He was trying to take away part of this shot stone and also be in the house, but it curled too much, leaving shot stone open. Needs to get to the nose and not roll.
Skip.
That's it. Good shot, skip, to pick up a single. Asselin making his debut as a skip after Michael Fournier moved to Ontario. He threw the 4th stones last year for Fournier, but now skipping the team.
We got to take away the hole, though, because they'll try the same thing. It's hard to take away everything. You'd have to go there.
What if we just come to it again?
I think that's probably the shot right now, because I think if we go there and he makes a good one.
We don't want to move this, though, right?
No, we want to be right there.
Right there.
Square it up.
Yeah.
Like,
At least, and at least if he makes that, you're probably going to be able to.
Well, as we say, this one restarted after they got the numbers wrong in the hammer, so we're an end behind. Sturmey, wild card out of St. Albert against New Brunswick, and Scott Jones with Mallet throwing 4th.
Well, Carson Sturmey was facing one. He went around. He was trying to get to the tee line, but slid deep. It is back 8 foot, and that is what Jeremy needs to draw better than.
So Jones in the house, Brian King, Jared Bezenson.
And just that graze. Steal one.
Yep.
Steal of one it is.
Yep.
oh, my God.
We talk about it all the time, Kathy, for New Brunswick. It's just not quite anticipating the big curl.
Yes.
They got caught there.
Line's good.
Whoa.
Top button.
T-line.
Line's good. Top 4.
Whoa.
Clean. Reach good.
Top
Let it
4.
curl.
Easy. Line's good.
Foot short.
Easy, EJ. Easy.
Straight.
We're not
Not
to
to it.
Jab.
Not to it. Top 8.
Okay.
Oh.
Brad's been on a little light on a couple.
Okay. Stop. Okay, good.
If we rip the guard, what does he play? He probably just throws like something over here, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Just over buried. We could try this.
Well,
We could try this. The only thing I'm worried about is like, we might just have to make this now. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I think we might just have to make that now.
Go right beside it.
Because I don't know, man. There's not a whole hell of a lot here.
No.
Even if we're here, he's just guarding. He's guarding the draw again.
We might have something onto it.
I don't think we will, but we could. What do you guys see? That's the shot, eh? Yeah, I agree. Okay.
So.
Here's fine.
Sure.
Okay, right on the nail. Top button. So first stand we took there and just dropped.
I mean, what can go wrong if you don't put it there? He has to make a play at it. That's the thing.
Yeah. This is so tough, and you can sit back if BC doesn't quite execute this perfect.
Same weight as I just threw here.
Shaking his head, knows how tough it is. So it was a win over Jim Cotter in the 1-2 game. It stands out because they did it with a 3-man team. Jacques Gauthier was in hospital, IV, and returned for the final and a 9-8 win. In that 1-2 game, the other 3 players had his throwing brush beside the sheet while he was in the hospital so that he would feel and they would feel him as
cool.
part of the team.
It was pretty special. He didn't know about that when he heard about it after. He was a little bit choked up, but they played terrific.
Where's the weight?
Did they ever? Was it your lasagna, Kathy?
Can take down a whole team with my cooking.
Just here.
He wanted to lay it down beside it.
Just here, guys.
Talked about the nail.
Sits.
Okay, we wanted to put it on the pin and leave it up short, corner frozen.
Great effort.
Give us
Good
a
weight.
shot.
Yep. I think so. Like he's got to play it straight back with like.
Or he's got to draw there. Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Oh, just up here.
Just a couple of shots the wrong way for BC. The deep one hurt them, and a couple of runbacks didn't work.
Yeah, if we have a shot to concede, you probably just play it. Like just the one.
Well, Boncher put 3 on the board in the third. So wild card leading there.
Yeah, with like.
Over Tyler Smith from PEI.
The top.
Too much, is it? No, I think it's good. A little higher. Hit it early, Jeff. Hit it early. Hard.
Hard. Keep it out there, Jeff.
Hard, Jeff.
Line's tight.
Hard, Jeff. Over and off. Over and off, Jeff.
Over and off. Over and off.
Over and off. Over and off.
Okay.
Great.
Okay.
Yeah,
A little high. Does it do the job?
It does the job, but it is a little high. Brad's been a wee bit on the light side, 3, maybe 4 feet light on 3 shots.
That's where.
Just through. I don't think if we're high, like, I want to make sure I'm enough here. Because if we're a little heavy, more will spin, right? Like just through.
Really.
Yeah.
Just through.
Just enough that
How's that look?
if you get to know he's not tapping.
Okay, I like it.
That
then.
last one's just long
Yeah, I
enough,
think
Vic,
this is
that
close. I think
if
this spot's a little better.
Jacques comes down with the right speed, he can move that one enough, maybe get that rock into this type of position and run this one forward. And this will gear forward a little bit, might kind of get into that direction. He could actually score here.
So he thinks too.
Even the way the end's gone, giving up a single would be a victory.
Kind of saw Sterling was just through.
Yeah, that's true.
No.
Didn't do much
Didn't
to
go
it.
crazy. Yeah.
It's quite a bit less than your last through.
I like that.
Sterling missed wide and heavy here,
I wanna
probably
make
because
sure
he
we
was
touch it,
heavy.
right? One's okay. Yeah. Okay, so 6 feet more, boys.
Yeah.
No slower here?
No.
Well, at the moment, it is Team Canada sitting 2.
Hack.
Hack. Please.
Lots of weight.
Hack.
Whoa.
Alex.
Whoa. Alex.
The 20 Canadian and World Junior champion, Jacques Gauthier.
Hardox.
Horvath. Touch it and spin it forward. No. And it will be 2. Steal of 2. Team Canada. Well, into the Wayback Machine. Not very far. The 2020 Canadian Juniors being played in Langley, BC. Kathy was there as Jacques Gauthier and Manitoba playing Newfoundland and Labrador. And that was for the win. as he would go on to a world championship. And guess who was there to call it with Brian was Kathy. Oh, look at that. Mackenzie Zacharias won for them as well. And what a moment, Mom. What a moment.
Well, not a great visual, but it was a wonderful moment. I had called it the year before when he'd lost the finals in a game that, you know, they had the shot to win, and he felt that he had overcarved a stone, and it was a long way back, and so it was a very, very proud moment.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Now,
well,
if only he'd called me out to throw the back 12 in the last end instead of throwing hack weight and giving up 2.
Yeah, but then, you know, today, there you and I were as we welcome you back to London, Ontario on this opening night to the Budweiser Gardens. And then you and I downstairs today, as we always do our pre-game interviews with the skips or whatever team member we request. And you were there, very professional. I mean, you didn't talk. He treated you as a member of the media, and I was quite impressed by that and the questions you asked.
Hard! Hard for line! Hard, Mark! Hard! Hard! Oh, shoot. Sorry, guys. I lost it. Whoa. That's my fault.
Perfect weight.
All the teams arrived on Wednesday, and then they've been very busy. My gosh. See, we call this the 4 headshots, and then of course the most swollen head happens to be Mom. Yeah, very nice.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's very funny.
We were talking about the ice, though, Kathy, and with Greg Owasco, and it's funny, or interesting to me, is that they didn't fool with it. It's been in for a couple of days. They had some local curlers play last night, and then the teams got their practice in.
That's good.
Other than that, all they've done is really just pebble it and scrape it. And he said, we've done nothing, and the ice is in great shape.
Good throw.
Well, they don't get that opportunity very often. Sometimes they get into a building late and, you know, it's last minute and they're trying to get things going. And other times they have people that come in to throw, which on one hand is great because you get to see what it does, but it doesn't allow the ice crew to really scrape and pebble and look at it and work at it. And I think he looked as relaxed and as confident as I've ever seen him.
Hard! Whoa! Pretty good.
All right, let's go over and drop in on the game between Ontario and Quebec, 2-1. And it's Ontario. They're from the Royal Canadian Curling Club in Toronto, Mike McEwen. The last time Ontario won Brier was 2012 and Glenn Howard.
Well, for Mike, he can see probably half of this stone, trying to make it go away. Oof.
Oh. Well, there was a lot of English there by Ryan Fry as it just papered by the guard.
Does that look good? No, I thought I finished. Good weight on that? Yeah. Nice.
You see a lot of the veteran skips
second end.
even talking it over after they make a shot like McEwen just did, just to really get a fine read on what's happening to the rocks, even if they're throwing perfect.
Whoa! Weight's good. Whoa! Clean. It's good weight. Yep. Yes. Whoa. Yep. Yes. Hard. Roll in the center. Sit. Set. You're behind it a little. Spin.
Yeah, it doesn't spin back, so they're showing on both sides of that center guard, in and out.
Yeah.
Not where they wanted to roll at, because now any inside roll on this exposed outturn red here is buried completely. So it'll kick into that one that was just thrown.
Felt heavy. Whoa. Forward.
Sterling's been a hair heavy a couple times, rightly so.
Go, Jay.
They just do not curl if you up the weight at all.
Alex, roll it big. Yep.
That was to roll the other way.
Okay, weight wasn't bad. Good throw. Just wrap. Really out.
Well, we knew that this rebuilt Botcher team was good. I mean, with Botcher and Kennedy and Gallant and Hebert and, my gosh, what have they got? 12 Briers, 5 Worlds, 3 Olympic medals on that team, and looking very impressive.
Well, Tyler Smith has definitely had some difficult shots. On his first one was facing 3. He tried to play a raise but was heavy and went through the house. And so Brendan Botcher just kept applying the pressure and put another one in. So this is the draw. He needs a piece of the button.
That late curl will cut him down. And it looks like a steal of 1. Tyler Smith in a third Brier appearance. 62% so far.
Whoa! Yep!
Hard.
Yeah! Hard!
Gotta go.
Whoa!
Chasing Ginter.
Okay.
And he'll get 1 and then leave their own out in front.
Kind of came up a bit. Nice sweep.
Okay.
Once again, is BC that does have the hammer playing the Yellowstones.
That first one was good.
We're here. Really good.
There.
They've got a
And then
couple
you
of
can pop that
stones
in.
to
Yeah.
work with. Center guard or off center
other
guard,
option is
corner
triangle
guard,
right
edge of the 8.
Yeah, Brad's trying to decide whether to
Yeah,
guard that
you're
good
li-
one.
I mean, even right next to
Yeah,
it.
right next, and then it
because
comes out
then
in the open, yeah.
and he's out in the open. Yeah, I don't mind that.
Okay, let's
This is
try
an
that.
intern shot, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, because even if it's like on this side,
Yeah.
it's probably
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
What are you
Right.
thinking? They're there?
Is that what you like?
Either that or I was thinking even like a tight guard, and then if he draws, you have a short run.
Yeah.
So how do you get there?
That's what I'm concerned about.
Yeah, true. I like this.
I like
Yeah.
this as long like as close to the center line.
Yeah. Right here, Mark.
Want to be just above this.
Just a broom head inside of where you have for the draw the button.
Yeah.
Right before.
Broom head inside.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Team Canada coming off that
stay
steal of
about a
2,
half
and
around.
a big reason for it was this shot by Mark Nichols.
Yeah, I said before he threw it, or as he was throwing it, they knew this was an opportunity, but this is dangerous. If you're a hair heavy here, you kick open, there's a double, and BC sits a couple. Not when you got Mark Nichols in the hack. Threw it to the big brushers here. They knew where that thing was going. It was never going to be heavy. Just curls enough. They wanted to get to the nose, and that put all the pressure on Gauthier.
Led to the steal of 2. The key shot brought to you by OK Tire. Service, repair, tires.
Line's fine.
Line's perfect, guys.
Maybe curl a little.
Don't need it. EJ's in.
EJ.
Don't need it. No, line's good. Line's good.
Right here.
It's there. It's there.
Sit. That's okay. Good. It's never. Yeah, it's always in the open.
Good shot. Good shot.
Not necessarily here. They're saying if the double's made off the back one first, it'll be in the open. If they get the back side of the one that was just thrown, they might be able to slide partly underneath.
Firm, hit like a thick half.
I just don't want to do this.
I know, yeah. Like, or is it there with like board? You know, like roll a little.
Same idea. I don't want to have to try to be too perfect. Like I think if we throw peel and we're like a little open, he rolls. I got the nail, right?
You go throw it hard, go almost sideways. Yes, it will be here, but if they can get it a little bit thinner, and get off the back side of this, they can. I think they can get that yellow into this type of area, make it a little tougher.
Do you like firm then?
I like smooth.
Okay.
This might curl a hair.
Yeah. I think a thick half is very close.
You can't really go under with smooth, eh?
I don't think so. No, I think we're hitting this.
Smooth? Like a thick half? Smooth, thick half, try to get under.
That's a new one.
We can play it softer. I just don't know if our
Smooth. We're going to throw it smooth.
Well,
I like this.
most of these guys played with Tyler Tardy, and they had Minty Fresh was another one they used.
Wiggle through a little.
I can't see it getting buried unless it really spins.
I was thinking you throw less weight, try to hit it like leave that one and
use the red as bit as a guard.
Yeah.
Easy, close. Whoa, close.
Whoa, Alex. Whoa, Alex.
42-year-old Gushue, 24-year-old
Hard,
Gauthier, and off the back, and underneath, maybe a quarter of a stone.
Great try. Any thinner.
Little thinner.
Okay.
Close.
Very close.
Hot? Yep. I mean, I don't mind this.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Brad was saying that he remembers his first Brier game. It was 2003.
Okay.
They played Doug Harcourt of Saskatchewan in the first, and they stole late to win.
Wow.
How does that look? That quiet hack I like?
Yeah, it's hard to describe to somebody that's never been to a Brier. And you and I were talking about it a couple hours before the game. There's a pile of incredibly world-class curlers that never got the chance to represent their province or territory.
Real good weight. Ha!
Clean.
Yep. Two choices here. You skinny the guard, try to stay right there, or roll open.
Come on, Jeff. Push. Go, Jeff.
Skip
Come on,
stones.
you gotta go.
Whoa! Yes!
Whoa.
EJ!
Hard, EJ.
Hard, EJ!
Nice sweep.
Great sweep, Jeff.
Very nice to hold it up, banged it right on the beak.
Just hack, too.
Well managed, well thrown, well thought out. They took the guard out of play by throwing it light, and then they got as close as they could without any danger to the guard. And
Looks
now,
like they're curling early,
tough
but
little shot.
Like there's no slide, and I feel like I'm stopping.
I was saying to EJ, like, just coming off the ice at St. John's where you can be that little soft right now, I think it's magnifying it.
Yeah.
I agree.
Well thought out. Much more curl here, sharper stones.
Yeah, comparing the ice in their practice sessions. Remember now, they had training sessions, haven't played a competitive game since
Oh, yeah, no, I'm not getting them.
middle January, so it's been about 7 weeks. Had training camps, as it were, through a lot of stones down in St. John's.
Now, BC, the only mistakes they've really made is overthrowing a few of these shots, and then they just won't curl enough.
Good hack.
Whoa.
Facing three.
Whoa.
Little heavy.
Alex. Hard, Alex.
Gotta go.
Alex Horvath.
Hard, Alex.
Hard, Alex.
Speed.
Watch this now. Where's this going?
Good.
Oh, and it settles down.
One. Yep.
One it is. A little shake of the head. 3-2, Team Canada. Friday night, storm outside. And in here, night one, the Tim Hortons Brier Budweiser Gardens. Team Canada leads at 3-2. They have the last rock, playing the Red Stones in 5. Jeff Walker.
Line's good. Top 4. Just full 8, guys.
Top 4.
Full 8, bite the 4. Guys. Line's good. Okay.
Top 8.
Line's perfect.
You know, Kathy, he was saying,
Yep. Hard line.
Brad, it's somewhat
Line's good. Wait,
like riding a bike, right? Even for the elite player, and I'm sure elite athletes in any sport. What are you missing? What is missing from the bike ride when you get back on? Do you know what I'm saying? Is that what if they can practice all they want? What are they missing? What if can you not practice?
What he was just saying is that what you're missing is that, you know, in middle of competition, precision. Like you can practice and you can throw to sit on a corner of a stone, and you can do all sorts of scenarios, and teams like this would, and what would they play, and throw different shots and see what results are. But you cannot simulate the pressure and how you feel in the hack when you've got to make a very precise shot. He said they would have camps and practice twice a day. Maybe that was too much, but in all of those practices, there was never the pressure to make a shot or face consequences as there is at the Brier.
Yeah, well said. And it's tough to replicate that surface too, isn't it? You know, it's a little bit quicker. It's a lot quicker underfoot. They were talking about a little more bite, a little more curl, and you know, it takes an end or two or three. And if they played 3-4 weekends in a row, maybe they pick up on that a little quicker.
I liked it.
Top 4. Top 4.
Top 4.
Whoa. Line's good.
Line only. Whoa. That's real good. Mark.
Weight's good.
Real good. Mark, he needs a curl. Okay, weight's perfect. Looks heavy, he needs a curl. It's half 4. Hard, 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 hard. Bounce it a bit. Bounce it, bounce it. Go, 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 go. Okay.
What can you get to nose with?
Yeah.
What do you
Middle
think you can get
inside's
to nose
great.
Okay.
Hack.
I think pack.
Nice way that Jacques
here.
explained that. What can you get to the nose with? There's no use throwing a
that's
rocket
true.
down there and hitting it in the wrong spot. So soften the weight, get by the yellow guard, hit it dead on that rock that was just thrown. Because it's on such an angle, they can at least move the shot rock out of the way and stay on the corner.
Well,
Let's see if they start to tighten the broom up on some of these or soften the weight.
weight's good.
Yep.
Back 12.
Yes.
Hair lights.
Hard.
Jason Ginter does a little cleaning up on aisle C as he thinks it was grabbing something.
Whoa. Yep. 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 Yep.
And either it grabbed or maybe he got it started.
Okay.
Great audible though.
Wait.
2 rocks in the rings.
Good weight.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
Okay. 2 feet less.
3, 2, it's a different path. I think you can get away
Is
with a
that
couple
too much
feet.
ice?
What are you seeing?
Hair less.
Yeah. Couple feet less. Little light, Jeff.
Hard. Hard.
Top
Hard.
12. Hard. Top 12. Line, guys. Hard.
Hard, Jeff.
Top 8. Hard.
Hard. Hhard.
Jeff
Nice
Walker
night. Yep, stay down.
Hard.
staying down indeed.
Bring
Just
to
a
it
quick
now.
look.
Hard.
Whoa, now. Whoa, now. Whoa.
Losing line here now.
Whoa. Real good spot. Come away.
Beauty.
Great sweep. Great sweep.
Nice throw.
Yeah, same shot.
All right, Kathy, let's update Ontario against Quebec as they play in 5. And I don't know if there's anything underneath Mr.
There
Brier or
is.
not.
There's a yellow egg.
Okay.
And that is the shot that they are trying to go after. That was Felix Asselin's last shot facing 1 buried. He buried on top. So trying to hit the yellow-red combo to pick out the yellow. It could be for 2 or 3.
Close.
Playing well, 94%.
Yep.
Compared to a high 70s game from Quebec.
Big.
Yep. Whoa.
Red Lang. Run it back. Oh, squirt it. Hey, now look at that. There they are. 1 and 2. 2 and more as they go to the break.
Great weight for that shot.
That's fun.
That's good.
Real nice.
Hit and roll off that back one?
Yeah, you just don't want to hit the other one.
Nah.
Yep.
Tough
You want to kill it?
Yeah.
Tough to roll underneath.
Even a nose is not awful, Mark.
Okay.
Nose is about all you can hope for, I would think.
Yep.
This side's really worn down now. It's definitely up to full speed and definitely as straight as it probably will get for the rest of the game.
Nice weight.
Great weight.
Whoa. Pack. Clean.
Back weight.
EJ.
Whoa.
EJ.
Real nice.
Hard, EJ. Whoa. Jeff. Whoa. Clean. Just watch it over here.
And that catcher there and
Okay, that'll do.
hooks on.
Toss.
It's okay.
Good throw, Mark. Great weight.
PEI has scored a single to get on the board there at the break.
Yeah, it's a little full.
And it remains 3-1.
Okay.
Wild card 3, that is Sturmey out of St. Albert against
Basically
New
no.
Brunswick. A blank in 4. They're playing the 5th.
You have to throw control, eh?
Thin half.
Yeah, that was close.
Like you can try
Yeah, that's just what I mentioned before, Mark. Third, it's straightening out there a little bit with all the wear and tear, and they just didn't get that berm in the right spot. The weight was close.
Okay. Dead beak, basically.
Right in the nose.
Okay. How's that ice there?
Should be good.
minimum.
Okay. Stay close then.
Well, the yellow's not going to go very far. So decide where you want to put this shot rock. Try not to set up a yellow double.
Good weight. Clean.
Easy.
Clean. Good weight.
Whoa.
Clean. Alex.
Alex, gotta go.
Hard, Alex.
Hard.
Buddy. Gotta go, Alex.
Hard, Alex.
Gotta go, Alex. Gotta go. Gotta go. Hard. Okay.
Unlocks it. Shot stone. Oh, but there's those catchers now.
It was good.
I thought they'd go the other way there, so to hit it thinner and roll the shooter. Now there's a double.
Well, it's tough because like my normal actually came up with it.
It did, yeah. Did you like?
Do you think the double avoids those two stones just
It was
on the left, on the back edge of the 8?
It can. You're right, though, Vic. If you feather tick the back one, it will go under those reds. Mark gets a lot of the back one. He'll make it.
Hard, EJ.
EJ Harnden.
Hard. Whoa, over.
Oh, run it by.
Wow. Yeah, it's easy up here, but one way to read ice is just remember what's happened and everything. Second end when BC gave up the steal of 2. This end, everybody's missing this intern edge of 4 wide because it's getting a little straighter. Now, if you can get that there with a lot of weight, kick that over there, that goes that way, and this will be, because it's a 90-degree rule, it's going to get something over here, and they could sit 2, possibly 3.
Last one came up. Like that. I want to make sure we take enough here, boys.
Yeah. Yeah, even if you roll it in there, it's pretty good.
You like that?
I do.
That ice?
I do.
Okay.
He will defer to Alex often on ice. Alex is an ice maker and knows a lot about rocks and ice and really has a good judge of where to put the broom.
Yeah, at the Victoria and Esquimalt curling clubs. Alex Horvath.
Gotta go.
Jason Ginter. Bang. Oh, and he'll kick it sideways, but does not remove them. So 1-2 at the moment belong to BC.
Good one.
3-4 Team Canada.
Got unlucky, to be honest. He hit it a little thicker than he had to, so it sticks at the back. And then it didn't quite kick that one over, that red over quite far enough. Great shot, though. It's, there's no double at this point for Team Canada.
My only concern, if I play this and he goes nose, like a little low and takes a double away.
No, I think it's either this.
Yeah.
Or, like you said, that.
I think if we do that, the only thing, it gives them a big window to throw it back here to, right? I think the ideal shot is probably if you get half buried there.
Yeah, even if you leave him.
Well, he
a quarter of a
can
rock,
play that double.
Oh,
and
I know,
stick
but then it gives us an easier shot to score.
Kind of leaning towards this one.
Where's he going then? I don't like that, Jeff.
No?
He just draws in here anywhere, and it's like back there. And we're forced. You can go up here, and we're forced.
The only deuce then is hit and roll this one, isn't it?
I think that's the best chance of 2.
Well, that's the only chance too. I was thinking this just to make
The
sure.
the only downside is if we go there and he just gets it just a hair low,
then it's
a tough score.
Yeah.
like I'm kind of more like if we make this and he doesn't put it in a great spot, you have maybe.
Sure.
I like
That's what I'm thinking.
That's what I like.
And
He's
you'll
got to
have a
make it
score that
really
way.
good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you like rolling right in front of it, or just like kind of half?
Roll half a rock.
Because he's always going to have to be throwing under the awareness
This
that
way
if
he
he
has the
doesn't
tap or in front of it.
Million options here, and I think they've come up with the very best one. You could either hit the back and roll half buried. That would put a lot of pressure on BC. But hitting the top one and rolling in front of it, then what do they do? If they try to split the 4-foot,
If it does go,
there could be a raised double for 3.
Yes. Yeah.
We don't have to be buried necessarily.
We
Like
probably,
if we're like mid-4 depth.
we want to be even with this one.
Yeah. Higher wouldn't be brutal.
Higher's not brutal as long as we're a piece underneath.
Like as long as we're even third shot, like he's only running it for 1.
little more.
Solid hack.
Heavy hack.
Yep.
Whoa. Heavy hack.
Clean. Solid. Yep. Whoa. Whoa. EJ. Whoa. Jeff.
Ah.
Sorry, guys.
Took off on them there at the end.
Trying to roll it over on top.
I think he can nose it.
What?
Yeah, just lost it a bit.
Can he nose it?
No. It's real close. I'm gonna
Like just drawing to here.
Yeah.
If he noses it, is he closer than that stone at around 10 o'clock?
I don't think so, Vic. You gotta be careful. If you draw, you gotta be careful.
Good. Okay.
I mean, like.
Like
nose
just a
here.
chase here, boys?
I don't know.
Just a chase?
2 for 1?
The chase?
Yeah, I was seeing nose.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, if we gotta roll a little under.
You were thinking a draw?
It's risky. I don't know if I was thinking
seeing the
a draw.
nose hit. Yeah.
Okay. Same weight I've been throwing, like never more. I'm gonna try for like a 12 here.
Okay. That's good ice right there. Yeah. Yeah, like right on nose looks really good.
Yeah. Yeah, I shouldn't be able to throw a lot of weight if I go nose.
One of the things that Jacques Gauthier was saying when he joined this team, Kathy, was that they just tried too hard. They all knew they had good junior careers, all world champions, but they just tried too hard. And then what was it, Penticton, when it came together, and Jacques basically said, look, fellas, I know you played this way with Tyler. This is the way I play. We're going to start playing this way.
And they did. You know, Jacques will go to a draw game, as we've seen. It's definitely part of his arsenal. Tyler is one of the greatest hitters. And so Jacques was trying to make sure that Sterling felt comfortable and was playing shots that they were calling. And then you lose your own identity as a team. And at that point, he said, how about I call it for a while? And it really has worked.
Really got to go.
On the red!
And enough to push it through.
You know, he got across the face that he might be second.
I think he is, actually. I think he is.
Brilliant.
Yep.
Probably just throw board here.
Nichols agrees.
Wasn't far off. Good call.
11-8, you were light there.
I know. It was 11-8? No way.
It's just that little bit of a movement forward.
Yes. Because he didn't know that he actually got across by a smidgen, but you think about how tough that was, Vic. They had to flirt with that guard. You reckon the guard, you give up 4.
But
again, to
fine,
Kathy's
like,
point,
it's
it's the soft game. That is his strength. So the force is on.
Good weight.
Good weight.
Clean.
Yep.
Clean.
Whoa.
EJ.
Have a look. I think it's them, but
That's a sure one, but they'll have a look around the edge.
you want to have a look at that, EJ? I think it's them.
Middleton.
I agree. Yeah.
I think it is
EJ.
too, but yeah.
Harnden will have a look.
One red.
One it is only. So the force on this Friday night, we're halfway through. Team Canada leads it by a couple.
The 2023 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Tim Hortons, proudly serving Canada's favorite coffee. By Cashmere Bathroom Tissue, nothing feels like it. By BKT Tires and OK Tire. And by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada.
Well, if you look to the left on the bench, that's Rick Sawatsky. 10 Briers for him. He was a silver medalist in 14 with John Morris. And then in behind, of course, that is Brian Mickey, who won that 2000 Canadian World Championship with Greg McCauley. Again, just digging it on Russ whenever we have a chance. Let's check the numbers after 5, and the big end was the third, of course.
Yeah, that's been the difference. I'm so impressed with this young team from BC, but you have to be impressed with Gushue too. Look at the numbers for him, 95, and it really came down to end number 2 there. A couple shots missed the wrong way by the young team, and Gushue made them pay with some great freezes.
Yeah, the draw weight, though, we talked about Jacques Gauthier and his draw game, but it's off the mark at the present time. The numbers after 5 are brought to you by PointsBet Canada. the official sports gaming partner of Curling Canada. He's always, that was part of the reason for taking the time off, just to let those nagging injuries heal up a bit.
You got to come out and perform. That's why the games are played, no doubt. But, you know, to have that sort of confidence coming in, that's half the battle with curling, and that's a confidence we certainly have, and we're hoping that carries us pretty deep into the week.
Our team has been resilient like the whole year and even last year together, so there's no quit in us. We'll see if that can carry through into Brier week as well. We all have each other's backs, and we just can't wait to take the ice.
Yeah, Kelly Knapp out of the Highland Curling Club in Regina and Manitoba. Matt Dunstone, what a thrill for him after three Brier appearances for the with Saskatchewan. Comes home to put on the Bison out of the Fort Rouge, and that will be our feature when we join you again tomorrow afternoon. Day 2, and we'll feature teams from Pool A. It's interesting. So Manitoba at lead is Ryan Harnden, as he's been brought in. He's the import. On this team, of course, E.J. Harnden. And after all those years, the Brush brothers with Brad Jacobs, and Jacobs stepping away for a while, did play sporadically this season. But those brothers, that battle will only come if they both make the playoffs, right, and then possibly cross over. As we welcome you back on this Friday night, Team Canada forced to the single. It means they lead it, and BC with Lance Rock playing the Yellowstones here in 6.
Well, they put a little pebble down between ends 5 and 6 in the slide path. It just makes that body slide to get to the hog line a little quicker. Mop the ice, and the corner guard for BC slid too deep. Team Gushue hit it, and up goes the second corner, well, the first corner.
The only team that is not playing tonight is Thomas Scoffin.
T-line.
And the team from Yukon out of the Whitehorse Curling Club.
Yep, T-line. Back 4. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Weight's good. Weight's guys. Weight's good. Hard. Hard, guys. Hard. Hard. You gotta go. Hard. Low on the back. Whoa. No. Okay, I just lost it a bit.
So Gushue taking some responsibility for losing it a bit.
Yeah, it's pretty difficult to be perfectly precise right off the bat, and both these skips have done a good job of getting the broom really close.
I thought I threw the last one pretty hard, actually.
All right, Kathy, let's go back to the 5th, and it is wild card Sturmey from St. Albert against New Brunswick.
Well, he has the opportunity for 2 here. If he can get full 4, he made a very nice setup shot, and in trying to remove it, left 1 stone belonging to Sturmey in the 4-foot. There is another stone in the 4-foot, but it is not the counter, and so this stone has to be very precise.
We'll get into it a little bit more when we do see them, but this team picked up the 3rd wild card spot. They won an event, the Ed Wernick Classic in Tempe, Arizona, and that was the one to give them enough points to jump ahead of both John Epping and Aaron Slachinski. They got 5 points on Epping and 6 on Slachinski to get the 3rd spot. Yeah.
Great shot. Nice. Yeah, good. Like, it wasn't easy, but the fact we just played it, I was like, fair. And you had like perfect weight for it on the first one, so.
Hey, this really slid on Alex.
Yep. Yeah, it's right
fast after that.
Right
mop.
up there for sure. Throw it well.
Good adjustment by Team BC here. Your 6th end, which is that shade quicker to the corner in an arena, which is always quicker.
Back 4.
Close early.
Line only.
Line's good.
Yeah, line.
Back 8, yeah.
Back 8.
Line's perfect.
Weight's all there.
Line's perfect.
Back
Back 8, boys.
Line only.
Well then.
Back 12.
14. No. Don't have to.
Hang on.
I think it's quick to the wing. I think the frost is building up on the outside. So.
Go, Brad. Go, Brad.
Oh, a new broom head. Got it for him.
That's Kathy. That's so predictable, isn't it?
Yeah.
That inside-out stuff, sixth end.
We do see that all the time, but for teams that are new to this, they don't.
Back four.
Whoa, then, whoa.
Pretty close.
Back four. Whoa. Still heavy.
Back four.
No, I don't want to bind the tee line. Whoa, Jeff. Hard, Jeff. Curl, curl. Curl, try and touch this. Hard. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Bounce, bounce it, bounce it. Don't stagger.
There's a bunch of frost out wide.
And bounce they did, and they stagger they don't.
There's a lot of frost buildup.
Is there?
All right, Kathy, that's probably, they're talking frost, and it may look discolored as long as that frost doesn't come above the pebble, but it's the humidity that the crowd has brought in.
Well, it's impossible to not. And even though the air conditioning system is on, if everybody's coming in with water on their attire, it's going to happen.
Yeah. What did Greg say? We've got change rooms set up, and we've asked everybody to bring another change of clothes.
Yes.
And change before you come into something dry.
And you're right, Kath. It's air conditioning, not dehumidification. And if it gets really damp in the building because of what you just said, they cannot control that.
This building was opened in 2002.
It's the same. Still there.
Back four still.
Up.
Real heavy. Back eight. Whoa.
Prior to that, everyone
Back
played
four.
out the ice.
Whoa.
Trying.
London Ice
Yes, tight.
House
No,
out
no. Don't want to bind the tee line. Way back. And
side of the city by the Highway 401.
Get out in the open. Curl. Go, 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 go. Backy. Get out in the open. Hard, 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 hard. Okay.
All right, sixth end. McEwen, Asselin, Quebec, Glassrock.
Well, and Felix faced 4 on his first. He faces 4 again. This looks like a hack weight, board weight shot to the shot stone in the forefoot. Needs to stick around.
Yep.
Coming off a Canadian mixed curling championship in the fall. The last Quebec winner, Jean-Michel Menard in 2006. And that's a mess.
Oh, boy.
1, 2, 3, and it appears 4. 4 it is.
4.
Now I know why yours are curling so much. Like if you shade it tight there, it goes. Draw the button to a foot or two slower.
Okay.
Skip Stones.
Brad's percentage has been great, but he's actually been 3-4 feet short, which has been the pro miss, but he's done that 3 times. So
Wait.
keep an eye on the rocks or what he thinks about the surface here.
Stop button.
We know it's quick here.
This is
Tee
okay.
line.
Right here.
Tee. Go on.
Jeff's in. Jeff's rock.
Don't need to. It's
14-1.
It's just behind tee.
Let it stop. Just gonna leave a double.
Sorry. So get her. Jesus Christ. It's quick there. Slid really good. Sorry, guys. Okay.
So a little frustration.
Now we have a little structure here. You can lose it a little bit on this side.
I think BC off the hook a bit here, and just always so precise. And we often talk about rock placement, right? And
yeah.
First rock of the end. Was that interior?
Yeah, if you get this locked on or a little on the low side, that rock that Brad just threw deep could be a problem.
For back 4 or for tee line?
Tee line.
Okay. I think it's gonna run a little straighter. Like I like this ice normally, but because we can over curl it a hair, it'll go right into the side. You like this, bro?
I do.
Get out. Yeah. Especially for me right now.
Let's go, boys. Back 4. Back 8.
Back 4 weight. Wait only, line's good.
Line's real good.
I think we're just T-line.
Lots of
Kathy,
room.
Line's perfect.
we see
T-line.
Stoughton, of course, do that, throw it that way, and I think Dunstone does too with that. But he doesn't tape up the corn. Where did he pick that up? Did he watch anybody, admire anybody doing that?
You know what? I think if you're from Manitoba, in his era, his age, he grew up watching Kerry Burtnick. That was somebody who he just had so much respect for. And it's kind of it's not a real straw. Like, it's got almost like a plasticized thing around it. And so it doesn't really break off. So he's taped it together so that it doesn't spray. But you're not going to see a piece of straw fall out of that thing.
It's a heavier broom too, isn't it?
It is. It's quite a bit heavier.
Yeah. And you know, that can help your balance, and depending on your delivery, what your balance point is. It slides better, that material, and it's a little heavier. It won't shed. Left the uprights here though, Vic.
I think it's good. I don't see you hitting nose with that ice. I think it's always high. Okay.
Love the weight choice here. Everybody wants to throw a bullet and kick it through there, but why not when you've got a brushing front end like this?
Normal. Lean. A little hard.
Throw it soft, move it an inch or two either way. Here goes Jeff trying to save it.
Yeah, help it over.
Jeff
Walker.
Stay down.
Stay down, and through it goes, and it avoids the catcher. So Gauthier and BC will face two with their last.
It's about the max I got in me right now.
I don't think ever more. I think I just throw it better and be dusted in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the big problem. And for someone that has been so strong on his draw game.
Wait only, guys. Line's good.
Great. Line's great.
We're close to T now.
Line's never a problem.
Count 4.
Compare that to his hits, and 90%.
Really curling, boys.
14-9.
He's
really
a bite of that red here. Get it.
Really curling, really curling.
Stay down. Good shot, guys.
And a little pat. Thank you very much, Alex Horvath, to pick up the signal. Opening night, Tim Hortons Brier here in London at Budweiser Gardens. 4 games on the ice. The only team not playing Thomas Scoffin from the Yukon Whitehorse Curling Cup. Kathy, bring us up to date.
Well, Brendan Bottcher is just patience personified out there, just quietly being patient and letting Smith come to him. And draw weight has been a real challenge. That restart we talked about in the first end really seems to have shaken the New Brunswick team, and they've not played that well since. But Sturmey, it's their first outing here at the Brier, and their team, look at the numbers. No challenge whatsoever. We wonder if Brad Gushue's got a bit of a slow stone from some of the things that we've seen, and that overthrow by Jacques in the 3 really hurts. And for Mike McEwen, the experience is so evident on this ice tonight, and Felix is chasing.
Yeah, the Ontario team, McEwen stealing 4 in 6. As we welcome you back. And our featured game is Team Canada against British Columbia. Here in 7, it is Team Canada with Last Rock. We have the Hammer playing the Redstone.
Running. Alex. T-line. Alex. Line's good. Top 4 T.
Hard both, hard both, hard both. Need a bounce. Line's perfect, boys. Little bounce. Little bounce, little bounce. Yeah, it's a good shot.
Okay. Sorry, Sean, that really came off.
Feel the top.
Really came off. In other words, the speed came down a little bit. To keep an eye on that. It's tough to hold the slide path pebble down the dead center for 10 ends and 2 practices.
Clean, clean. Shot.
We each going high with this?
Yeah. So I was like top 8 on last.
Yeah. Yeah, it looked like more. It really came off.
The two brushers that have just watched the previous BC Rock, you know, you heard them talking, but it just came off. That communication is gold. Because the guy that throws it's got a bit of the feel, but he doesn't really get a good look at it at the far end. And what's it doing hog line in?
Looks good. Attaboy.
Yep, yep.
Hard, hard, hard.
Get off the line. Hard. Clean.
Who is Will Trent? He sees things no one else does based on the New York Times best-selling series. It's CTV's breakthrough series. You can't help but get into. Will Trent, new episode, Tuesday at 10, 8 Mountain.
I'm okay. Wrists are tight. Just over, boys.
Take a look. Whoa.
Looks good. Looks good.
Just between your broom and your feet.
It's good. Shot.
Good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Brad's just being patient. He's quite happy the way it's setting up here. He's got the two in there. There's no double unless it's a double yellow raised double.
Clean. Clean. Shot.
Hack. Okay. Yeah. How's that ice for Hack, guys?
Close.
Okay.
Good.
Can't make the double, so kill the back one here. Hang around.
Wee. Good hack. Little heavy.
Wee, yep.
Little heavy.
Wee. Yep, yep.
Heavy.
Wee. Whoa. Whoa. Alex.
Alex.
Hard
Go.
Hard out. Hard out. Go ahead, Jake. Yep, 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 yep.
Oh, nice
Keep going,
stone.
Great shot. Attaboy.
Real nice.
Good shot.
Well, Kathy, what a mess.
He has been waiting and waiting and waiting. Well, that Yellowstone in the forfeit belongs to Sturmey. He had a wonderful shot on his first one. And this is forcing Jeremy Mallet to make a run back, try to pick it off the forefoot.
Out of Curl Moncton.
Try to roll here.
Okay. You go there.
I don't know.
Yeah. One.
Great effort.
What do you think? Just the one. So 5-2. Mallet in his second appearance.
Is that what you were thinking?
Throwing the fourth stones.
Oh, okay.
Went 2-9 in 15 as the skip.
Think less. Yeah. If we're trying to make the roll, right?
I think in middle, I think it's good.
Yeah. I won't whip it.
Whoa.
No.
EJ. Yes, you're going. Whoa, 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 whoa. Roll it a bit, roll it a bit. Okay, it's good, okay.
Go.
It's good.
It's probably right where I threw it. Like,
Yeah, there's no curl in it.
Seeing the same
Ton of interns between
Same, yeah.
edge of 8 and edge of 4.
I like this.
And the odd end that aren't curling. And just taking a little too much ice on those. Nice little chance here. Try to
If we get what we can see, it should roll into
get
the
as much
side
as
of
you can. It might hit that other red.
it. Same hack, yeah. He was a little firm,
Yeah.
so same kind of weight.
Firm hack, good.
Yeah. Throwing it all game, so. Yeah. That was the same ice he had, eh?
Okay. Yeah, it is, yeah.
Well, more pressure on Quebec after they stole 4 and 6. I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 facing Felix.
Well, and the challenge for Felix is that he has ignored those stones. He's been trying to get a stone frozen to them and generate some points. It's not been open misses, but now facing 5, trying to throw just a quiet weight. But this is curling.
More than you.
Yep.
Oh dear.
Alex.
Oh dear. And through it goes. Steal of 5.
Try and chase it.
Third shot, yeah.
Third shot. See if I can help it.
I don't think you need to help it. You got it. You can see, like.
Okay.
That's code for I'll soften the release a little bit to help it curl.
I think we need hack.
You just need to get it out of the 12.
I know. Hack, wait.
Any more curl on Skipper's last one, they would have ticked that Canadian rocket out of the way. It's at 2.
A little less. Yep. Yeah.
Heavy hack!
Whoa, whoa.
Whoa!
Pretty good. EJ, little hard. Hard. You gotta get that way over the line.
There's that extra weight again.
Really gotta go.
Hard.
Hard. Just over through it. Heavy. So
And touches nothing.
Fuck's sakes. It's hard,
PEI got a single in 7, but down by
It's the nose or
7-2. Brendan Botcher, wild card 1, Glencoe Club, Calgary.
I think we can hold this.
Tyler Smith, PEI, the Crapo Community Curling Club.
If we're a little inside, that's fine. Easy.
Okay. You won't see Brand Gushue do that too often. He's one of the very best at picking the appropriate speed and then being very, very close with it. That was considerably heavy.
I'll make sure I'm easy.
Yeah.
Clean. Yep. Clean. Yep. Clean.
Should be able to hold it here.
Yes.
Jason Ginter.
Clean. Just clean. Yep. 10-3.
Sorry. Forward, yep.
So you miss it once. Not even a thought of playing a double here. Huh? They couldn't get to them.
Yeah, not when it's your last shot. You might try it on your first one, then you can draw for your single or hit for your single with the second one. But in this case, you tick the guard, you give up steal of 2. I thought Brad would draw here. The ice has been golden.
I thought he would too.
Yeah. Obviously, the score, if you miss the draw, you give up 2. You miss the hit, you only give up 1. But that's not. That's more of a unconfident thinking. He's got a roll here, Kathy.
I know. It's surprising.
Facing 2.
First game.
EJ.
Rust hasn't played.
You're never hurting it.
Hard, EJ.
This is straight side.
Got to roll towards the middle. And will not.
1 yellow.
Curious. BC. We're tied. Steal 1. Well, we had a little discussion during the commercial break. Whether, in fact, maybe Team Canada elected to give up the steal to keep the last rock in 8. I was quickly slapped one side and the other.
You were a sandwich veto is what you had.
So, no, not a chance. We're tied at 4 as we welcome you back on this Friday night. Why not, Kathy?
Well, you know what? For Brad Gushue, he has the opportunity to go up 2 points and then force his opponent. And the other thing is that we were surprised at is this is somebody who's been here for 20 times. He knows what Brier ice is like. Draw weight, is in his back pocket, or should be. And look at his numbers. They've been brilliant.
Yeah, he played the tougher of the 2 shots, and as soon as he put the broom down, I went, oh boy, that's that straight side, Kath. We've talked about it, and he was a long way off from making that. BC's right back in this thing.
Think it's there? I think it's
heavy.
Line's good,
Top 4.
Top 4, top 8. Top button.
Yours really didn't
Line's
slide.
good. Hard line.
Coming off.
Hard line. Gotta go, boys. Gotta go. Gotta bounce it. Gotta bounce it. Whoa.
Because they're just going sideways.
Lost that, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting. So it's starting to get a little softer down the center.
Straight peel.
You want to hit more than half for sure, like 2/3.
What am I trying to hit?
2/3.
2/3.
Just straight peel?
2/3, but you got to hit more than half so you
And then
miss
through the hole?
What's that?
Am I peeling it through the hole? Okay.
Yeah. This one? We want the shooter to go over top of
Yeah,
the...
2/3 just so you go over the top. Yeah.
If they hit it thinner than that on the wide on the outturn side, they'll tick that BC secondary rock into the rings.
Yep. Yeah, hard. Hard! Jeff, anything? Yeah, for as much as you can anyway. Go, 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 go. Keep going, keep going.
And across the
Right-hand
top.
shot.
Try it again. There's soft one here.
Okay,
Yeah.
Okay, so I need extra.
Extra what?
Wait.
Similar.
I think
know, I felt
similar is
like I was there.
real close if we're on
Give
it.
you more rotation, I guess.
This looks heavier.
It is a little more.
I like the way
Jason Ginter.
Problem with this being just a shade slower is you make too big an
Oh,
adjustment, and you throw 6 feet more, it stays out in the good stuff, and then you'll be in deep.
Top 4.
Yep.
T-line.
Whoa. Yep.
T at least.
Whoa. Yep.
Back 4.
Whoa.
Line only.
Whoa, 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 whoa. That's it.
Can't. Sit.
Good.
Good.
It's a bit deep.
Getting
That
kinda
first one
weird
did
out
something weird.
Well, Kathy, have her first final.
Well,
Wild card 1, Brendan Botcher is your winner, 8-2 over Prince Edward Island.
and convincing on the scoreboard, but the last two ends, the Botcher team kind of let off the pressure. Tyler Smith had a hit for 4 2 ends ago. He jammed and only took 1. And Brendan had to make a double, and he jammed and only took 1. So the momentum was switching, but the score was already out of reach.
Yeah, 2 in the first, 3 in the third. Botcher's next game will be against
Very good.
the wild card 3 and Karsten Sturmey tomorrow.
With this format, with only 3 teams in each pool making it, it's imperative that you beat the top teams. If you like that game like that, Sturmey, Botcher.
Top 14.
Line's good. Top 4. Yeah.
Well, again, we say it's 3 losses.
Line's good. Guys.
Yeah,
Top
That's
4.
the number to keep in mind.
Gotta go to the pass. Curl.
Curl. Hard, yeah.
T.
Hard,
Jeff.
hard.
T-line.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Top button. Top button.
Whoa. It's buried enough. Good. Yeah, good shot.
To sit 1-2.
Right on top. Nice shot.
BC's going to take some chances here. That's why they threw the 2 guards. They got their guards in the right spot, but
What are we thinking here?
going
2 feet
deep with the
slower than
previous
half?
one, now they're running out of
I think
rocks.
with sweeping we can manage it.
They want to super glue this on the center of that rock that was just thrown. That didn't look like it slowed down at all.
Felt good.
Maybe the previous one caught something.
T. Close line.
Line's really good.
Line's good.
Close.
Line only.
Middle
Close,
bump.
James.
Back 4.
Whoa, then. Close. Yep.
Small bump.
Wait, it's coming off. T-line.
Yep. Hard. Hard.
Speed's coming off as we drop in on Sturmey against New Brunswick.
Well, he's got to try to get rid of the shot stone, and he can't do it with the outturn. And so he's trying to run the nose on that yellow guard onto the red, onto the yellow, and move that red out for 2.
Sturmey, first appearance from St. Albert.
Yep. Hard.
92% is a T.
Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Off.
Okay, what do you got? Run it back. And good night and goodbye. Oh.
1 yellow.
And 1 yellow it is only.
1
1
yellow.
it is.
Whoa.
Could have been worse.
Yeah, I thought maybe 2.
You really want it to do, I guess you gotta
throw less. But.
I mean, if we ever get this under, he's only got this and he's never getting rid of this too, right? The draw is okay because if we're up here, it's not bad.
I was seeing a freeze.
Okay, I'm fine with the freeze too. Like if we ever make this, it's gone.
Unless we're thinking like back 8 and try to.
That's kind of what I was thinking. It's basically the same weight you threw.
It's just if we
I like the be
we
there.
do this, that's no
Be
good,
there,
right?
top
Because then they just
back,
pick
and
it
if you
again.
get the roll behind
I
her.
think we got to set up a pocket here.
Yeah.
Like we're one double away from a Yahtzee.
Can we ever try to get under and kill that? Or
I don't know if you can, buddy. I think you're only ever nosing he does this, and then it's against 3, right? I mean, the freeze isn't bad if you make it right here. He's just making the pick again, and I have to make this again.
The problem with the freeze, though, is he's just going to slam it out of there, and then you're going to have to hook it to the back.
I think you throw the same weight, we take the same ice, and we make it.
I'm kind of seeing chisel. Hey?
I think it's the same throw. We just scared this. If we do it again, it's under here for sure. Okay. Same throw. Everything's about this the same. Okay. Yeah, buddy, let's go. Like that?
I like it. And where you tap it back for a wall back?
Yeah, right here.
This way, and just kind of carry them off it. It's almost edge on edge, and they're so close together. It's tough to get a lot to the inside, but I know what Gauthier's thinking here. It's if you could somehow get as tight as you can and roll 2/3 buried, that might be the steal point. But look at, they're so close together, Vic. There's not much curl from the top 4.
And then he also, pardon me, but he also then said, what do we leave? If we just leave it there, does Team Canada have a double at it?
Yeah, if they tap it right out, there's a double to sit 3. So I think the freeze is the call, and let them blast it out of there. Then you've got 2 choices. You can either chase that half buried one, or you can draw right around it.
Got a hair less?
Line's good.
Just T.
Clean.
Touch less, top 4.
Hard man.
Sterling Middleton.
What?
Ginter left.
Line's perfect.
Small bump.
Horvath right.
Lead. Whoa.
Alex inch bump.
Whoa.
Just do it.
Whoa. No.
Can you get across the nose and underneath? Look at that. Oh my gosh, he did. He got across the nose and tucked a little bit behind that stone top 4. Well, this was a blowout, wasn't it, Kathy? A steal of 4, a steal of 5. It's a 13-2 final. Ontario over Quebec.
Well, and I think that Ontario will be happy about how they came out. They came out as pure veterans, but Quebec is much better than this game showed.
EJ, you gotta go. Gotta go.
Oh, dear.
Wow.
Okay.
You gotta go. And he did, but not enough. They killed their own.
That's for sure.
Man, that.
Just kind of going there. I thought your first one floated back.
Well, that's what I saw there. Like, I thought that was on a piece of it.
Yeah. Like.
Oh.
That's the shot both teams have been missing. Hit weight.
Like I made sure to kind of just let that.
Yeah, it was a pretty close throw. Like enough to say whoa, but.
Man. Yeah. I wasn't
That's
unhappy
the first
where
time BC players out-curled Team Canada. That's
I think so, yeah.
Sterling Middleton so far.
I still think this is the call.
That's what we talked about in the opening. One of the keys for both these teams, which third was going to be the better third. You lock this on the corner, or even lock it on the yellow corner on that one. It's not easy for Gushue to get at that shot rock.
Yeah, like 2 feet off.
2 feet slower?
2 feet slower.
So if I give you a...
You throw us the same as you throw and we sweep it there. It's no problem.
Yeah, lights the miss here, boys.
Absolutely. Heavy here would be a disaster. Be looking at 4 with your last one.
Line's good.
Line only.
Just top 8.
4.
Hold on.
Where?
Top 8.
Weight's close.
No bounce.
Top 12 now. Line's good.
Line's good. Right here.
Line's perfect.
No bounce, guys.
Line's great.
Always J's.
Make it good, boys.
Yep.
Whoa.
Yep. A little bit. Perfect. Nice shot.
Good shot.
Oh, sorry.
Lost the line.
Lost it.
Yeah, they lost the line a little. They could have swept it a hair, but it
Really lost the line a little. Yeah.
Still, it's still pretty good.
it seems to be curling more hog line in than it was earlier, which is quite unusual.
You like the pick here?
I'm seeing that on the next sheet as well, Russ. It gets closer to that center line, and it almost like it starts to float in.
Yeah. And it's, you know, it's brilliant. It's great because now you make even more shots. It's just catching the teams by surprise. That probably curled 4 or 5 inches more than they expected, and that might be enough for Brad to pick this out of there.
They're going to try it again. Hit what you can see. It's not very much.
Hard! Yes!
Come on, Jeff.
Hard!
Walker.
Whoa, clean!
Now just a clean. Have you got it this time? Sure do.
Good throw.
Thanks.
Yeah, we can get it.
It's hard to save it right now, right? Okay.
Yeah, again, we point out the 64% so far for Jacques Gauthier. That's really the difference. Has an opportunity here, though, to take one right behind the player numbers. So brought to you by New Holland, proud sponsor. Curling Canada.
Where's optimal depth?
Buried. I think back button.
Back button.
Back button, back 4 even is fine.
A little bit of extra curl here if they can manage it, anticipate it. They can get this pretty well buried.
T-line, guys. Line's good.
Where are we?
Where's the weight?
Close line.
T.
Close line.
Close line.
Line only. Weight's good.
Line's good.
Line's straight.
Close. Yep.
Straight.
Can they sink one here?
Whoa.
No, it has to sit.
Sit. So hard.
Oh, dear.
Nobody go.
And that was the difference.
Hockey pit.
It did. It looks like it did stop in time. Goodness.
It's good. I thought that was here.
Yeah, that was going to be a foot too far.
Line was only. Yeah.
Heard the word pick.
Great shot, buddy.
Yeah, I think it just hit. That's exactly where the curlers slide, going the other direction in the odd ends.
So flattening out?
Just flattening out, that's all it is. And Jock knew that. He knew it would slow down. Just in time, I think.
Yep, I agree with you.
Well, yeah, we'll try.
Oh, was I ever?
Doesn't have to touch it very much.
Right?
No.
14.5 to tee. It's just a few feet slower.
Brilliant
Can
shot,
draw the
really.
button. Yeah. That was 14.2. And
A little fortunate at the end, but it was close.
Look where the brush is again.
I couldn't believe he
A
hit
little
that.
less, Mark. Mark. Yeah.
To get over and touch the yellow stone. Or are they playing a straight draw?
I think straight draw because of the score. You don't want to give up a steal here this late in the game, but if the line's incredible, they're not going to be afraid to brush it that 1 inch.
Line's good. Back 4.
Room. Line's good. T-line. Sweep for T.
So brush just outside the middle of the 12.
Hard, boys, hard.
You gotta go.
Walker.
Hard.
You gotta go for weight.
Hard.
They like the line, boy. If you got this weight, though, if you can carry this down
Keep going.
and just touch it back, and they won't get there, they'll take their single. It just means so much
Keep going.
in the modern game, the brushing, being able to carry a stone. Team Canada back in front. Opening night, the 94th Canadian Men's Curling Championship. The Tim Hortons Brier.
Top 12, right?
5-4, Team Canada leads it in their opener against BC. And Jacques Gauthier from the Victoria Curling Club. Just bounces off.
Let's try and make the double here. Board weight.
Just an inch heavy there. That allows EJ to make this double here. And will stay.
Get out here. Yep. Good. Yep.
Weight's good.
Whoa. Mark. Whoa.
Mark.
go, 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 go. Hard, Mark, hard, get it out. Get it out, go, 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 go.
Oh, dear.
Throw.
That's why EJ was panicking on the brush, trying to get that little more curl to make sure. They threw such soft weight. Had to because of the guard.
Go, 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 go. Hard, Mark, hard, get it out. Get it out, go, 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 go.
Keep it open. Easy.
Sure.
Bit of an opportunity here now, and you've still got, we used to call it you go for that soft deuce. You try to get two, that would be ideal, but you don't want to skip yourself into a situation where you're forced to a single. Forced to a single is not very good against Gushue Ty coming home. So with that nibbler back there,
Weight's good.
Good weight.
they've got a chance.
Yep. Yes. Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Hard, straight.
Hard to it. Hard to it. Hard to it.
That's good.
Good throw, Jay.
Real nice.
Very nice.
Yeah, good shot.
Yeah, you've got to keep your head on a swivel here, don't you? If you're
Look quiet.
Gushue, just to
Yes.
to be aware of that stone at around 4 o'clock.
They might be able to roll buried, and that would be closer than that nibbler.
Whoa, little less. Whoa, Mark.
Little less weight.
Mark.
Mark.
Hard, Mark.
Hard, Mark.
Gotta go.
Hard.
Couple inches across the line.
Mark Nichols across the nose.
Okay,
No,
good
no,
spot.
just
I was thinking that's
push that through
Yeah,
too.
no, that's good. That's good.
Yes,
Would have
but
been better than rolling half buried.
with the guard that long, we haven't played this side very much, but if they get the rim in the right spot, this is makeable to sit two.
Hack if you can.
That's hack.
Big shot here.
What,
This'll
cross it
finish it,
underneath?
time's fast to go.
Or roll it
Yes,
away?
or even dead on.
Okay.
But I'm dead behind it here, and this rock's more than half buried, albeit a long guard, but you better get the speed correct here. Dead on, it'd be better than rolling towards that red corner or red center.
Just hack.
Yep. Hard. Gotta go. Please. Hard. Yep.
Easy hack.
Yeah.
Jason Ginter.
Hard. Speed. Whoa. Speed. Speed. Sterling little.
Mine.
Yep. I got
Part of
that.
the red. Yeah. Go ahead. Good.
Get it out.
Oh. And now you have to
Take
have
a
a
shot.
look. Goodness.
Just a hair minimum.
Yeah.
Boy,
For
I
weight.
don't know.
Yes.
Okay.
It's just slowing down a
The
little.
other option's thin.
Who's
pretty
second
good
there,
though,
Vic?
draw.
That's close.
Yep.
Gushue tapped his own, so I think he believes that it is theirs.
That's huge.
Can you slow it here, Jeff?
I think you just want to be nice and positive.
How does it change things for Gushue?
Well, they'll just sink one now and sit, second, third, and it's tough to remove both those rocks this late in the end, and then you're not going to score your two.
Mine's good.
You were sitting two, and Brad has to, if he's drawn around, he's a chance to give up three.
T-line.
Less
Just
risk here
clean,
now.
Clean.
It's good.
T-line.
Clean. Curl. Curl. Needs a curl. T.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Just behind. Stay with it, EJ. You can take it. It's going all the way back.
It's sunk. It's sunk. Just heavy.
Okay.
Yeah, it is underneath, and you're right. Heavy center line back 8.
What was it? You might get all three.
All right, that was better than that.
Hey. I don't
Top
mind.
eight, top four.
So because, Vic, that looks like the red's closer than the yellow, then they've kind of given up on that nibbler
It's good.
Yeah.
and try to score two with what they've got in front of them here, which is to come around top 4, top button here. Mark's died coming in, so it's really quick until about the
Line's good.
2 position, a tight guard type thing, and then it just slows down that foot and a half.
Yes.
Line's good.
Line's good. Close.
Top 4. Top 8.
Line's good. Line's good. Line's
Gotta
good.
be top 4.
Top four. Make it good, guys.
Switch.
Switch.
Alex.
Yep. No.
Go ahead if you can.
Yep. Finish it. Finish it.
Good. Real nice.
Good shot. Good boy, Sterling.
I'll tell you what, win or lose here, and I'm so impressed with the calmness, the communication, the shot making here. Really bad steal of 2. That was a team effort. They didn't make a lot of shots that one particular hand, but other than that, they've given Gushue all he can handle.
Easy.
Easy peel.
Like easy
New
peel.
Brunswick. Final stone coming up. Shot rock belonging to Wild Card and
Great way.
Karsten
More.
Sturmey, Kathy.
trying to find a way to score 2. There's not really good angles, so he's trying to run his cornerstone through the gap and get to that Yellowstone. I don't know. Like it's going to have to squeak the guard.
Run back is made. Sitting 2 now. Gushue without last rock. Final stone. Jeremy Mallet throwing that 4 stone, and watch out. Oh, and they'll run it back.
Sorry, guys.
One red it is.
Just how we drew it up.
Okay. Do you guys like this?
Yeah.
Whoops. I mean, we can do this.
That was my thought.
Like that more, yeah.
Same, yeah.
Board or easy?
Kind of seeing board.
I like it.
You guys like that?
Yeah.
Sure. I like this more than the tap.
Looks
myself.
like I don't know.
Interesting.
We really hold your hack waiter here.
My first inclination would be to hit this roll underneath or partly underneath. There's probably a soft weight double, but you better make it because that back red is going nowhere if you don't get it now.
Easy.
I don't think so.
Yep.
Off.
Whoa, whoa,
Whoa,
whoa.
pretty good. Wait's pretty good.
Whoa. Jay.
Sterling Middleton going after it.
Straight, straight. Jay.
Wow.
Okay.
Nothing.
Okay. That curled more than they wanted it to. Good spot.
Heavy too,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Wait, it was good. Nice sweep. On mine, Brad.
Man, I thought that would run more gradually. 11.5.
Heavy too.
Wow.
A little heavy, yeah. Oh, good throw.
Surprised me that.
Yeah, that went sideways.
Yeah, it did.
Because as soon as I let it go, I was kind of like, like.
Well, Jays didn't do anything crazy, and he threw like a 12.5.
Just like it's pretty predictable down that side, I guess.
Nice spot. Brad can't chase it. It's too dangerous. He jams it on the red one. There'd be a double to sit 4. But they know this. Mark threw it a hair heavy.
Top button, boys.
Back
Back 4. Room. Line's good.
Remember, if they stay off it, it'll die here.
Yes.
He hadn't released it, and they said it was heavy.
Line's good.
Initial call back 4.
Calm down. It's still heavy. Slide only.
3.
It's gotta
stop.
Sit. Splitting now.
Curl.
Sit. Sit.
Okay.
So just, a stone or so, stone and a half deeper than what they wanted.
I think that's a speed, like a 13.
Yeah, when you think about it. Gushue in a 20th Brier. Gauthier making his first Brier appearance.
Just back line.
Okay. Don't like the runner, eh?
The runner's looking kind of juicy.
Just wraps another one in there, but.
Oh, I love the runner. Yep.
Okay.
You're right.
Okay.
Sterling, we can nose this.
Oh, yeah.
It might change the call and run that red straight back.
Yep.
I think, like nose, might come up a little here. Yep.
Peel?
Yep. Peel.
Okay.
Slightly tougher shot, but it's more rewarding if you get
Good call,
ever
boys. I like this.
make that triple.
A little low or a little high?
A little low.
Okay.
It's one of those that it's so straight on. It's easy to stuff one of these reds. You want to at least get the shot rock out of there, then your shot partly buried.
So a little low, just across the nose.
Yep. Whoa. Yeah. Whoa.
What do you got? Run it back. Ooh,
Okay.
He's going to get 1. Shot rock belongs to BC. But you got to be nervous if you're Team Canada here.
It's very true.
Good. Really curly.
Yeah.
It was just there.
That kind of track down shot. They're trying to get that on the inside, and it just barely curled enough not to tick his own.
That's kind of nice, isn't it?
Okay.
He had left Gushue's favorite shot, the in-turn draw, and he just threw it.
Right next to theirs is the best. Yeah. So just a foot less than what I just threw. Yeah. Looks like a lot of ice. But
It'll hook in here.
Give EJ a chance, I guess, if the weight's close.
Yeah.
Real good.
Top 4.
Yep. We're there.
T-line.
Hey, Woman. Line's good. T.
Right
Sliding
next to
good.
the yellow. Room. T-line.
It's got
Top
to
curl.
in. Always EJ.
Top button.
It's got
Don't
to
need
curl.
it.
Don't need it. Curl EJ.
14-6.
Real close. Curl if you can.
Curl.
Top button. Biting button.
Curl. Go.
Yep.
Curl.
Wow, what a great draw. Goodness. Gushue.
That particular spot, Vic's probably 4 to 5 feet slower than it was and way more curl, and they managed that right to the nickel. Like that's back 4 foot at this point in time, and then it just starts to grind.
Curl. Go. Curl.
Oh, that's beauty.
That is beauty.
That could be a game winner. I'm not sure they can get to BC to that yellow one.
Perfect, but
Like, unless we hit it perfect with hack. I mean, it's not like the draw is a gimme. I got to go wider and get close to that yellow, right?
Yep. What are you guys thinking here?
What are you seeing?
I mean, like, the draw is not a gimme.
No.
This hack waiter, I think I can get to nose.
This way?
Like, this is definitely there.
If you get to nose, are you second if you jam the back?
No. But, like, if we get to a little high, we are.
Yeah.
What a
do you guys
shot.
like here? This draw does not look
hack
easy.
waiter carve in there at the end.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. I think it's like just get.
If we're clicking this at all, I think we're 2.
I think it's hack weight.
Like, try to get to nose kind of thing.
Throw it a little soft.
I don't even know if you have to whisk it.
I think we can manage it with the right weights.
Okay.
You just gotta have the weight right.
Like, this doesn't look easy with where that guard is.
It's not, for
I
sure.
think I'd have to take almost edge.
Okay. Do you guys like this?
Yeah.
Okay.
The guard's your guide, eh?
Yeah.
Hack weight.
Okay.
I love this call. Now it's really tough, and you could go down a couple points by doing this, but the draw, as they talked about, is so tough with that corner guard, and the way it's slowing down there, like
Maybe a little less.
with this long guard, if they can carve it, hog line in, I think they can get enough curl with the right speed. That's the key thing, is the right speed. Maybe a back line here, no more than hack.
Heavy hack.
Final stone, trying to just tap up that yellow stone
Lots of weight.
for a single. Ginter trying to help this over. And it's going to be a tough drop. There you go. And runs it by. And that will be a steal of 1 for Gushue after an absolutely wonderful draw to wrap it around. So Team Canada getting a scare through 6 and 7. And they respond in Team Canada fashion. A wonderful last rock draw by Brad Gushue. Jacques Gauthier couldn't respond. Steal of 1, 6-4 now. They've regained their 2-point lead. BC will have the last rock coming home, playing the Yellowstones.
It's tough for a new team. You see 6 feet of curl. You watch Brad's last one go sideways. It probably went at a 45-degree angle the last 6 feet. So then you think, well, I'm going to throw a little bit more than draw weight, so it's going to curl 4 feet. No, it's not. So it's going to curl a couple feet.
Good, Alex.
The shot that BC's missed the most is the hack board waiter, just not enough curl or way too much ice, one or the other.
The end looks easier.
Okay. I agree. That out. It's not fun.
Is that too much ice? Massive.
You're
Top
looking
12.
at split center.
Curl's hard.
Here at last.
What a great surface. You can see the odd one right in the slide path at the far end as it slows down, dying a hair, but it's still manageable with the brushing.
Good. Okay, line's okay.
Not heavy.
Line's good.
Weight's good. Yep. Yeah, it's really curling. Hard. Just biting. Hard.
Hard.
Hard. We're over curling a bit. Gotta go.
It's just
whoa,
out.
whoa, whoa. Leave it.
Just out.
Yeah,
Whoa.
leave it. We're over curling.
Sit.
Okay, good
Okay,
spot.
that's fine.
Yeah. Shot.
Interesting how they said the outturn would. It's really tough to get it there.
Yeah. It's curling really nice. So that guard's almost in the way. Now a chance here for BC. They need 3 in theory. Got 2 guards. Got that last one's also a guard if they have to.
Okay, top 8.
Line's good.
Just top 8, top 12.
Hard then. It'll have to curl too, boys.
Switch and go.
Line goes.
Go ahead.
Come on, Alex. You got to
Should
dig.
slide
bud.
here.
Got to dig, Alex.
Yeah, bury it.
Alex Horvath tried to take it back.
Good. Good sweep, Alex.
Good sweep, boys.
And Will in behind that corner.
Good. Real good.
Good shot.
You can't emphasize enough how good this draw was.
That's exactly, Beck. He throws this a couple feet heavy. It stays in the good stuff, and he's back 8, back 12, and not buried. Now he's in trouble. They took the chance of throwing it soft enough that they'd get the early curl. That means it's into a wee bit of a slower spot. Watch EJ walk that thing right over. That's perfect.
The early knifing, as we saw at the Scotties when the brush is there, right that angle.
Yeah.
Then he straightens it up to get more pad down and to carry it a little bit.
He knew it.
Okay. Like this?
Give you what, 6 feet off that one?
Yeah.
Yep.
Jeez, I got 2 in the paint here now. They're going to try to guard it up.
That's all there.
Line's
No,
good.
then. Right off.
2, 3.
I think it's not bad.
Okay. 2/3. Coming off of it.
Gonna need finish.
Gonna need finish, yeah. Where are you? Don't be
Just
too
short of
deep.
the broom.
Hard, Sterling.
Hard, Sterling. Yep. To me. Yep. Yep. Good sweep. Good shot.
Good.
How about?
Okay.
I like that a lot.
To cover second and third shot. One other game still on the ice. Sturmey, wild card against Jones from Curl Moncton. And it's Jones with some late pressure.
Well, and I do think that with this broom, that Karsten's playing the double. If he's able to stick it, it's for 2. Oh, no, he's playing the draw.
Okay.
That's a surprise.
Yeah, with the score the way it is, you wouldn't mind hitting something.
Yeah.
Close, guys.
He's 95% on his draws so far this evening.
Brush down. Curling.
Somebody
Curling.
is
Yep. Gotta
coming
go.
up, Kathy, to take your
Gotta go.
headset away.
Time's okay. Time's okay.
As long as they don't take me away, I'm okay with that.
Got a little light.
There you go. That's why he draws for a single, and the gloves come off. And it's going to be a win for Karsten Sturmey out of St. Albert. As somebody pointed out to me, that was the home of Heck Gervais. The great Heck Gervais was also from St. Albert. 7-3, your final.
1-0.
Back 8, back 12.
You guys like that?
Yeah.
Boy, 2 up without hammer. Team Gushue forced to throw a freeze. They made it, but they're not out of the woods yet. If you get to the nose here, tap this a foot, release the yellow.
Yep.
Line's good.
Back 8. Let's go. Back 8. Hard. Keep going, guys. Stay down.
Now can lay this on the corner.
Okay, not bad.
Okay.
Oh, spins away.
Happy it went out that way. He knows it.
Might have been their chance there.
Well, you gonna whip it?
Yeah.
It's tough to remove both these reds.
Half
With only
rock
3
mark is
yellow
pretty
left.
good. Okay. We've seen this spot. You want here?
Okay.
Or here? Thick half.
No, I think here.
Okay. Even a little thicker than half is
Yeah,
fine.
I agree.
I think it's gonna go back here, right? Remember?
Yeah, this is dead straight.
Yeah.
It's a thick half.
Yeah.
Are they going to take out their own red at the top 4 too, or are they going to miss it, do you think?
I think they're trying to leave it.
Okay.
I thought they might even leave this one,
Whoa.
but sounds like they're trying to roll out.
Hard! Hard, Jeff!
Gotta go, Jeff.
Hard, Jeff!
Jeff Walker.
Go, go,
and
go,
the
go,
roll
go, go.
over.
Keep going, keep
and
going.
they're sitting 3. So tough times right now for BC.
Me. Sorry.
So, I think you have to throw a peel here, bud.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Like peel plus to try to jump. This is almost
That's
flat.
the end.
Okay.
What's the weight?
Peel.
That's why Brad was trying so hard to roll Marks out of the way there. This is a really, really flat double.
Sterling Middleton.
Yep.
Whoa.
Yep. Whoa.
Whoa.
Yep. Yes.
Now they jump at Ginter. What do you got? There's one coming across, and they'll just push it and roll and gear in behind.
Nice stone.
Real nice. Real good.
Unfortunate, it's frozen.
Shot.
How are we? That's pretty good.
I can throw.
It's good.
To get the higher kick, he went across the face with the turn that won't gear. That you get a little bit higher kick when you hit it
But
with that turn.
Were you thinking like boards?
Board, yep.
Okay.
It's just enough of this sticking out. Brad can
Brad?
angle that on the yellow.
I don't think it's going to go crazy.
Okay.
Wasn't going crazy coming this way. So.
Yeah.
Short angle raise.
Yes, that's exactly it.
Little less.
You do not want to wreck, though. You reckon that red,
It's a little.
Jacques can hit that top one over to the other reds, and then there's a chance at a 3.
We got to just got to hide something somewhere. We could freeze or just nose. He picks. We don't really have a double.
Solid.
Heavy board. Clean. 10. Yep.
Skip Stones.
Jeff.
Brad Gushue.
Hard, Jeff.
Walker.
Hard, you got it, Jeff.
Really got
Hard, Jeff.
Get it by.
Hard.
Oh, watch out. Oh, again, it floated on him.
Both teams can't figure that
A little heavy, eh?
outside in stuff.
Whoa.
Got lucky, to actually be honest, and stuck it frozen.
Shoot. It's a little hard.
I think it's more the weight than anything, yeah.
This isn't going anywhere.
But yeah, you're losing it too, yeah.
You like Brian?
Well, that was a very fortunate pick there, eh?
I mean, like this is great if we can stay on it and push this to here.
I think that's our shot.
I think that's our best only option.
This is that pass.
He might guard it and I have the in off or something, right?
Well, you've got
Well,
this
if he
corner,
guards
right?
it, that's what we want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, if we do that, like, if we can unlock it, what's his shot?
If you leave 3/4, is he playing that? Try to get them all?
He might.
Do we even need to move this right now?
I think so. Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
because if he just
if
frees
guards,
here and he guards, that.
Well, what if
It's
we do
there,
something
okay,
like
yeah.
that? What if we do something like that then?
What do we get out of that?
Like make
We
this
gotta
a little
unlock
harder
this.
to make.
I think we have to.
But you got to stay
unlock it.
glued to it, though.
Likes
you need to stay
the
glued
miss,
to it.
but like I think if we can do this, that's our shot.
Yeah.
Back 8.
Just even
So
just
we
bump
know
it back
this.
by.
We go there.
Like it's just about releasing the angle,
It's,
right?
it'd be really nice to set shots still.
100%.
We go there, does he ever just draw?
Whew.
I don't know.
Sure.
That's
Against
cool.
the wall.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
I think it's really important that we don't bump this back here.
I think I'm throwing it like T-line out of my hand,
Yeah.
and if we're light,
Trying to bump it a rock.
we might still have this to win.
Yeah,
or
trying to bump
tie,
it a
right?
rock.
Yeah.
This is that spot we threw in 6 of on.
It was going bananas. 8.
This spot's holding up still.
So we had that my first one that we froze.
Yeah.
Right there.
How's that?
Sure.
Tight.
It's not wide. Sure. I think that's close.
I'm not gonna overthrow this. Like I want to give this to them, you know. Yeah.
This will hook hard at the end. They've got to be careful that they've got the speed right.
So what's the play?
Angle freeze to that Gushue previous stone.
Like just biting back.
Probably pretty similar. I think.
Releasing it'd be ideal. If you ever get the angle right, Brad can't hit it because it could go onto those back reds.
Yes.
That'd be close. Eh?
Yeah. Same weight as 8.
Same way as 8. Okay. Let's go, boys.
Line's close.
T.
Where's the weight?
Top 4.
Okay, go then.
Hard line, hard line, hard line, hard line.
Line's okay.
T line.
Hard,
Line's
hard,
good.
Top 4.
hard, just hard, just hard. You gotta go everything.
Ginter.
Just to it.
Hard, guys.
Hard, guys. Hard, guys.
15, gotta go.
Hard, guys.
Now a
hard,
little
go.
light, they say.
Keep the angle, keep the angle, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Okay. Good sleep, good sleep. Okay. Just kind of killed it.
No worries.
Timeout now.
Yeah.
I have the same.
Just getting that little softer. That 2 feet more weight, that was gold.
He'd be hard pressed.
I don't know if that was the right ice for the right weight, though.
Like if he does that, we might have this nose double hard.
That one? I'm just wondering, does it pull in enough that may stay back here? No. But even then, like a shooter, that one may spring up.
I don't
get
see
that.
anything for.
Well, I think
The only thing for 3, I think, is if, like Mark says, you touch both.
I'm thinking he's throwing like heavy hack.
Or
I was thinking
board and trying to miss it.
I was thinking hard that he goes tick
yeah.
tick into that, round the horn into
But
that.
if it goes tick tick,
like what else are we doing, right?
Well, it's you just play this. The draw's no picnic anyway. If you roll it even to there.
this isn't for 3, right?
No.
Like what else does
Well,
he have?
Can he whip something down?
Yeah, but then the 6 flies.
Yeah, but
This one stays, the shooter stays, and this one stays.
Like,
yeah, but does our 6 wouldn't go out, would it?
Oh, if he hits an inch of
I
that,
think
or
if he
6
hits
flies.
an inch of it, it probably
Or
does.
6 goes to sheep B.
Boy, I don't know.
If he
I
hits
don't
an
see
inch
that
of this,
barely going out of the 4 foot.
oh, it's pulling for sure.
Yeah,
that
I think this
flies.
6 is gone.
Yeah.
But man, I don't
We'll
know.
call another one after.
What do you think?
Yeah, I think if you're playing here, I think it's going to be too thin.
So you thinking guard?
Well, it's either guard the draw, or if we're worried that this is there for 3, then I think we got to take that away.
I think throw it up by your feet.
Well, then he's just playing
That's the
the
shot they got to worry
Call
about.
another
And
timeout or what?
you heard them talk about it pulling.
I don't like.
That's
going
risky.
Yeah. I don't like going in there.
This
I don't like going. I like
natural
throwing it up
angle
by
is to
your-
hit it there, but it'll drag it maybe this way, carry him off the yellow, and that red should kick out with speed. So if he ever gets the angle right and goes over to those, that's the shot they have to take away.
Discarding the draw for 2 or the
Well, if you
shot
think
for 3?
if you think this is for 3, I think we got to take it away.
Exactly.
I don't see it. I don't see that 6 going. You hit it so thin, it's going to have nothing for steam. If you hit an inch of that, this thing's not even going to get out of the 4 foot.
Yeah.
Well,
Like that-
we
like those
can,
six
do,
is
we
gone
can
now.
kill 2 birds with the 1 stone here if we're like right here.
Yeah.
That's the shot. Sure. Okay?
I'm fine
Yeah,
with
then
that.
then he's
Yeah.
trying that. And
Yeah.
That's a 1 in.
It's for, yeah.
Yeah. Man, that's like
I don't even know if I see that for 3.
Right here.
he's almost got to play it.
Yeah,
he's almost
even
gotta
full
play it
12.
thin and get it coming this way.
So then it's going to know it's not power.
What do you like?
Yeah, I like what they're doing here. In fact, you cannot give your
It's just gonna be
opponent a
hard to
chance
keep
to
it
score
out there,
3 and
right?
beat you. And if that drag effect is enough, it's hard to say because they're not quite frozen. If they're frozen, I would say he could make it for sure.
Right there.
Stranger things have happened, and Gushue loses
What do
the
you want
game.
to
So
see, Brad?
take away this thin one.
So right there, top edge of the 12,
Gonna be good speed out here.
covering the edge
2 or 3 feet slower.
of the butt.
Which also
3 feet.
guards the draw for 2 for the most part.
Sweet's good, right?
Top 12. Keep it out
Keep it
there,
out there,
Jeff.
Jeff.
94% on his draws so far tonight. Brad Gushue.
Right there, Mark. Needs a curl a bit. Just short of your broom.
Go ahead. Curl. 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 Curl.
Top edge
more.
of the
Curl.
12.
Keep going.
Right to
Keep
that
going. Curl.
brush.
Keep
Right
going.
there.
Curl.
Right there.
Curl. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
How's that? Gosh.
It's pretty nice.
And that's what you've got to hit.
Good.
The 4's an extra.
Would have loved
Only
it
other
another
thing
rock
that-
or 2, but
Yeah.
This is still for just 2, I think.
2 maybe.
Yeah. Take it off. No, that's not enough.
No?
I need at least outside edge. Yeah.
Now the trick here,
Maybe even
on that
more,
line.
buddy.
Yeah.
it's out in a really good spot. It won't be quite as slow as the previous few draws.
I mean, it's this or the corner run, boys.
Whatever you're feeling.
Is this draw there?
It's there, I think. It finishes so hard.
Might have this too, Jacques.
What's that?
Might have this too. Whatever you see.
No.
Yeah. I don't know. I think this draw's there, fellas.
Okay.
I think this draw.
I like
think
this.
Skipper feels the draw. Let him go.
Yeah, I guess that.
Yeah.
Do you want the same?
Now without losing the back.
I'll make sure I get it out.
Whatever you're feeling,
14.5 would be.
Jacques, his draw weight, 59%. So should he be looking at something else?
No, because the ones he's missed have been really tough shots. He's only missed them by a foot here and a foot there. It's been really close. The hard part here is that Brusher's understanding the speed here.
So you got to get to the white final stone. They have one in their pocket. Can you put two there to force an extra? Horvath, Ginter. And it will die out in the weeds. BC will add one more, but Team Canada opens up with the win. Family always in attendance. Make the final.
Hey, boys.
Team Canada 6,
Yeah, good grind.
BC 5, and Gauthier will remember this first, I'm sure, against Team Canada at the Brier in London.
The 2023 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Tim Hortons, proudly serving Canada's favorite coffee. By New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada. By PointsBet Canada, the official sportsbook of Curling Canada. And by Home Hardware. Here's how.
You never know, maybe one day these youngsters will say, I remember when you made your debut in London at the Brier. Jacques Gauthier and the team, respectable to say the very least, pushing Team Canada to 10 before losing 6-5, and they fought their way back to steal in 7, but that draw by Gushue in 9 to pick up that steal right back. And Jacques Gauthier's strength, loves the draw game, and it let him down tonight as Team Canada picks up the win. The game story brought to you by Tim Hortons, proudly serving Canada's favorite coffee. So Team Canada will be back on the ice tomorrow night. Tomorrow afternoon, however, we'll turn our attention to Pool A. And we'll have Saskatchewan champion Kelly Knapp, again making a debut. And Matt Dunstone, for the very first time, will wear the Manitoba Bison at the Brier. 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 11 a.m. Pacific. Gushue against Gauthier. Team Canada against BC on this opening night of the Tim Hortons Brier. Till we talk with you again tomorrow. Thank you for joining us here on Canada Sports Leader, TSN.